everything, ba-da-da-da. Race the time, ba-da-da, for Lord. What's up, veteran? How you doing? Let me just let everybody know. Server rules and debates. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Let me just move some of my stuff over. Hey, you guys. Yeah, we are back on the mines, folks. Haha, I beat you. I beat you, Eternal. I was faster. Haha. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? How's everybody living? We gotta finish up voice recording for today. I got the last paragraph I need to work on. The last couple of lines we need to work on. Hope you guys are doing well. The fuck's this about? Usami is a beautiful classmate with good morals and top grades. At school, she views the protagonist, Sakuto, as her rival, but when he bumps into her after school, he sees a different side of her. She was playing at an arcade after classes, and she had an innocent smile that one couldn't imagine on her at school. For the sake of getting along with her, he gets close to her at school, then plays together with her after school. They each have their places where they can deepen their bond, and at last they start a heartwarming love triangle rom-com. I love me fuck, I never thought that would come when I would be dating such a wonderful girl, never in my wildest dreams. Fascinating. Oh, I get it. And the girl that he is spending a long time. That's her sister. Wow. This is I don't know if I could do this. This kind of shit is like too. This shit is like this is too much for me. Yeah, that's too much. Oh, he's dating the sister, but he falls in love with the other sister because she plays video games. All right. I am finishing up voice recording. Don't know, bro. I didn't know they were so late. I was for real wondering if bro will go live today. Don't worry about it. I was gonna go live. No worries. That shit is crazy. What else do they have here? Chrysalis Heart. What's this about? Welcome to the demon world. Meitaro, the rightful heir to the Demon King, is an unexpected turn of events. Summons a little human girl to this world. Meitaro names her BB and begins to shower her with all kinds of charity, but... Alright. What the fuck's this about? Am I in the human realm with a human playing romance? Okay, stepping down. Oh. How much you patch her up? She comes from a fundamentally different realm, but you knew that already, didn't you? Humans really are fragile. I'll send her back. Damn. BB. I tried in such a short time. I hear what's going on. It's been 15 years since then. So be with me. No way. You may have grown up and changed how you look, but you're still a kid I took care of. That hasn't changed. It was only for a year, but I treated you like my own niece, and now I expected it. Okay. Even though the Demon King can just aren't main Taro, of course I can. Yeah. Whoa. Has turned into something sordid, a heavy mess wrapped in a botched chrysalis. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Some mangas are freaky, bro. I'll stick to shonen. Ain't the demon world too freaky in there? I don't know. It looks like it is, so we're just not gonna check that out. I saw this one. This one was about some kids that apparently have superpowers, and they're all supposed to be like the they're supposed to be one of them's supposed to be like the next heir or something, and the main protagonist is like the third oldest sister or whatever. I was over it. What happened to Versus? I haven't read Versus in a minute. Versus. Versus. I haven't read Versus in a hot minuto. Damn, it doesn't even remember where the fuck I was at. Did we read this? Yeah, no. I hadn't read. Yeah, this was the last thing I read. I was around chapter 19. Cool. I'm gonna subscribe here. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna just leave it for later. All right, let's see how much of the script I've got left. Just pulled it up. Versus Naruto. Looking back, the Law versus Naruto script was really fucking short, dude. Like, in comparison, at least, relatively speaking. I think probably my second longest script. Okay, Gamabunta, Gamabunta, Gamabunta. But you forget, Eon, you can't be serious. Both bloodlusted, right? Okay, yeah, this was the last thing I wrote. This was the last thing, so. Well, let me just see. Alright, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 paragraphs left. It's still my favorite video, low-key. I'm happy you enjoyed it. I'm happy you enjoyed it. The only thing I don't know what I'm going to be able to do is if I should like replay music or if I should like add other kind of songs into the video. I need some songs that like I would like to keep it mostly to like Naruto and One Piece in terms of like music, but it has to basically be like video game stuff. Come on, we can do this. No, yeah, we could definitely do this. Most of them are like very short. If anything, the only reason I'm not starting yet is just because I'm gonna give it like another 20 minutes. Which is why if you guys want to talk about anything for the next like 20 minutes, we can. Because my tablet's charging and I need it for, and I need to be able to read properly. Otherwise, like I'm kind of like twisting my neck a weird way. Hey, some people use the fact that Don Chinja failed to split the continent after losing his drill to downscale Dressrosa. I'd like to get your opinion on this. Garp destroyed his head. He would focus all of the damage to his head. If he can't open it again because his head is fucked up, it's not on him. I was watching a video on the Avatar Legends story mode. It's great. Oh yeah, the fighting game, right? What is the story mode for that game? Like, is there actually a story mode for this fighting game that, like, you know, incorporates all the characters, or is it one of those things where like they just retell all the stories and you just have the characters fight each other? Kaido versus Madara is still your favorite? I should probably remake that. Is the video title real? Yes, I am the most handsome, talented power scaler on YouTube. I'm the greatest power scaler on YouTube. Who told you that I wasn't? Anyone who says otherwise is objectively incorrect. There's obviously no way to prove that anyone else is more handsome, talented, or whatever than me, right? Yeah, it's totally not satire and clickbaity. It's totally not supposed to like make people join up just for the sake of you know, telling me that I'm not. You know, it's definitely not for that reason. Admirals versus Madara was a banger vid too, to be fair. That video was fine. I think that one was way better than the Madara versus Kaido one, because the Madara versus Kaido one I really do need to, like, redo in terms of, like, my current, style. Honestly, yo, if I ever did remake that video, it's an original story written by the actual writers. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. Man, I saw some gameplay over it yesterday. It wasn't... If you were to rework Madara, it should be shorter. It's going to be 100% shorter, so... I'd basically just go over, like, the things that I got wrong on that video. Basically just cover the scaling again and just explain, like, Madara Uchiha not having any light speed movement-based feats. He has light speed reaction time and potentially combat speed, depending on whether or not you think Naruto can thrust his arm at light speed. A clone of KCM2 can, like, thrust his arm at light speed, and even then, I don't think Madara can, like, just block multiple attacks coming at him, like multiple punches being thrown at him at light speed. I just don't see that either. Ten Tails Madara, even if you make up some bullshit multiplier, still not enough. Yo, you got another power scaler to help you? Nah, man, this is all solo work. What are you talking about? I've never been helped by another power scaler ever, you know? I'm literally like the only power scaler in existence, you know? That's why I'm just by default the handsomest, most talented one of all of them. How's everyone doing? We're doing good. We're doing good. We're just waiting for a little bit. We're going to wait till like 2 p.m. my time. So like another like 15 minutes because I need to wait for my tablet to charge so I can read through the last bit of it. It was dead when I woke up. I just didn't get a chance to charge it. I had to go do some errands and stuff so I didn't get a chance to charge it. And yeah. Otherwise, I just immediately start voice recording. Eon... I did a shout out. Short, if you want, I want me to send it to you. I can look it up. Is it on YouTube or where is it? I appreciate that, man. Is it on YouTube? Where's the shout out? I've been checking out a lot of Marvel Tokon stuff. I've been trying to learn how to play Marvel Tokon. Like, I want to learn how to do the basic combo and, like, build up the muscle memory for it. On YouTube? Sweet. I'll look you up real quick. Justice Phillips, the cartoon kid. Then who's the guy you're talking about in the title? Did you misspell most ancient? No, I decided to forego most ancient. Wait! A Deadpool insanity combo. Oh yeah, Deadpool stabs himself in order to deal damage. All right. Justice Phillips, the cartoon key. Let me see. Key 5621. Are you on the Discord, Justice? Are you on the Discord server? Otherwise, if you are, just send it to me there. Bro is really landing. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. I forgot Deadpool could do that. What the fuck? Oh, I clicked on this by accident. Okay. Okay. Yeah. What are you guys hoping for the next One Piece chapter? I'm not on Discord server, unfortunately. Can you type it in here? What's it titled? What's the video short titled? I can probably look it up through that, because otherwise it won't show up for me. But, have you seen One Piece is really that strong by Skeps? Okay. By Specs? Seven minutes? Sure. Just your name, man. L. Eon. Alright, I'll type in my name. Shit. Still not popping up. Well, at least I show up now. At least I show up. Oh, El Leon. The lion type shit. Do you know the story of a long, long man, the best romance of the ages? No, I do not. Quick question, does Luffy have some level of healing ability because of his devil fruit? He does, actually. Zoan devil fruit users, wow, cursed frame. Zoan devil fruit users have a healing factor. It's just that it's not visibly displayed to us on Oda's behalf, even though it's outright stated, and Luffy quite literally goes, heal, come on, heal, 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 and then Luffy also eats food and and heals from that. Yeah. It's one of the reasons when Luffy gets a meal after a fight, you can see him like just completely rejuvenated and like he's ready to go again.
For this, it's finally.
All right. Oh, this is plugged into the wrong source. There we go. He has a Zoan fruit shenanigans. I did a hashtag with your name. Sorry, I don't know why it's not popping up. So it's a hashtag L Eon one word or hashtag L_Eon. I'm severely lagging, therefore I can't argue, sadly. You'll be okay. You don't always need to argue.
Time to do a crosswords video, and for this crosswords video I have decided that it will be about One Piece. I have never really watched One Piece, so this was completely new to me, and I made sure to do my research to give you guys as much information as possible on where One Piece actually scales. So without further ado, I've split this video into different sections. Section 1 is just going to be about the speed scaling within the One Piece universe, and section 2 is going to be about whether or not the verse scales to planetary. Section 3 also goes over whether or not One Piece is actually universal. And as for the last section, like for section 4, I'm probably just gonna go over like a hacks that Luffy has. So to start off for section 1, the One Piece SPS is a Q&A between the writer and the fans.
Still not popping up, dude. Here, let me just do it like this. Justice.
It's fine.
Give me 1 second. Okay, let's go to general. Invite to server. Invite link. Select role, no. Time limit, we'll do like 10 uses, 5 uses, 6 hours. Copy. Here you go, man. Join the Discord server. Just copy, share it to the Discord server. Just copy and share the link to the Discord server, and I'll pop it up right there. That's why I watch Naruto, to scale it. I think you should watch a story primarily to, like, enjoy it, but if you are watching something for the express intent of power scaling it, I think that's fine too.
Finally, time to do a crossverse video, and for I've split this. And as for the last section, in this specific image, it stated that to dodge Oda's lightning attack, you must first duck at the speed of light. Some might argue that this SBS is meant to just be a joke, but that wouldn't actually debunk the scaling. In fact, it would support it, since the joke Oda is trying to make is that to defeat NL, you literally just have to be Luffy. So it's impossible to beat NL if you aren't Luffy by responding to the how to beat NL question with exactly what Luffy did within the story. Which would mean within the story, Oda is saying he ducked at the speed of light. This would scale him to light speed by the Skypiea arc. And in the Foxy arc, it is stated that Foxy's slow beams are both light and photons. The thing is that Luffy is actually able to perception blitz these photons. This would be around 7 times faster than light, as the difference between human level and subsonic level is 7 times. Now in the...
You think Gaban is stronger than Luffy? I think he has stronger hockey. I'll put it like that. I think overall he just has stronger hockey. He really knows how to put Can you put on captions? The background is so loud. I got you. Enel could solo Naruto if he was FTL. Enel could solo Naruto for mostly because he's just made out of lightning, dude.
Thriller Bark, it is stated by Kuma that his ability called the Pad Cannon is air pressure deflected at light speed. The significance is that even a fatigued Zoro is able to dodge this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised to hear the guy not completely try to debunk. You think he can beat Kaido? I do not think that he would be able to last long against Kaido, considering that one attack against Imu, that one like Conqueror's Haki attack against Imu really fucked up his legs. Do you think Imu could defeat 100 Kaidos? That's a lot of Kaido, dude. Just because Foxy looks goofy, yeah.
Times. It should be self-evident that he's fatigued based off the fact they just got done fighting Moria and Oars, especially when we take into the fact that he's wounded and shown to be sweating, which would just be secondary evidence to him being fatigued. Which means even a fatigued Zoro who scales massively below pre-time skip Thriller Bark Luffy would just be faster than light. Even extremely early in the series,
you're watching me on your TV?
That's really cool, man. Even if you somehow don't agree with any of the light speeds.
How do you guys feel about watching YouTube on a TV? It always felt a little weird to me.
Scaling up to this point, this is the very last point you can get the characters to light speed. The characters not being light speed up to this point would be very disingenuous. Since Zoro is able to dodge a light beam while being fatigued point blank, this would just be a light beam because Kuma is a pacifista, and the beams the pacifista shoot out are stated to be Kizaru's light beams.
How do the Kaidos kill him? We don't know if Imu is necessarily immortal. We know that he's immortal in terms of not aging. I can't necessarily tell you if he's immortal in terms of... Actually, no, Imu should be able to speed blitz.
Energy by Vegapunk. After training in the post-time skip, Luffy is easily dodging these beams and calls them slow. Since FTL in the fall...
I just need to show you something, because I just saw a question that, I saw a question just now that, I get where you're coming from with it, but, let me give you some context. Imu isn't the size of Kaido, but he's, like, a lot taller than a person. Imu is very much so taller than a normal person. I'm just letting you know. Like, Kaido, him being a little bit bigger doesn't really change anything.
Foxy arc is the most consistent. Gear 2 is stated to be a 10 times multiplier, so he would get 10 times faster and stronger. And then, in his fight with Blue Note, Luffy states he can't beat him in base. But yet, right after this fight, he's able to match Muji in base, which would be around 4 times stronger and faster than Blue Note. Because his Doriki level is 4,000, meanwhile Blue Note's is 820. Now, Gear 4 is stated to be a several time boost according to Doflamingo in the official translation. But when we go back and look at the official kanji, it's stated to be manyfold instead of several. Several is just going to be 3 to 8 times, whereas many is above several, making this 9 times bare minimum. Given all of this, Luffy would be most likely just like FTL+. Moving on to the second category, it is stated first in the manga that Whitebeard has the power to destroy the world, and then again in the Weaver card when it's stated that Whitebeard has the destructive force capable of destroying the world. The Weaver card also stated that Whitebeard's fruit straight up grants him the ability to destroy the world. The Ace novel states the same thing, where his fruit would give him the ability to be able to destroy the world itself. Finally, for the last statement, we have the guidebook where it grants he possesses the power to tilt the very earth. So yeah, you get the idea. It's just so consistent that One Piece is bare minimum planetary. Even if you want to argue that it's in reference to the society on the planet, it is actually stated by Suru that she could retreat to the very ends of the ocean and still not be safe from Whitebeard, essentially saying that no point on Earth can protect her from Whitebeard. So yeah, it's more likely in reference to the planet. We could also just make a probabilistic case for the planet being large planetary in size, given the fact that the One Piece Earth is shown to have multiple moons, and usually larger planets would have multiple moons. I say this.
No, that is not true. Otherwise, Kaido would be absolutely gigantic, even in comparison to Onigashima. That's just not true.
Because, for example, we have planets like Saturn and Jupiter, which are the two biggest planets in our solar system. They contain both 115 to 219 moons. Also, give me your thoughts on how big you actually think the planet is. Like, could it just be like the actual size of Earth, or could it be large planetary? You guys can go ahead and comment. But in my opinion, given everything like so far, my conclusion would be that the planetary seems to be large planetary at best, right? Probably not even, but yeah, I think we can move on to some crazier stuff that will for sure be controversial. Apparently, there is stated to hold an infinite amount if they are even large planetary. But let's go ahead and address the argument. So let me go ahead and state the argument. The argument is that Mont Dior created the book world, which is stated to hold an infinite amount of infinite worlds, and
created the book world, which is stated infinite amount of infinite worlds, creating an infinite set of infinities would be multi-plus, which makes the book world multi-plus in size, and since Montour created it, he would also be multi-plus. The world in his books are also stated to be parallel universes and are shown to have distinct time and time flow, which would make each of these books worlds their own time spaces, aka universal plus, adding further consistency for the scaling and making Montour deeper into multi-plus.
Infinity would be.
Yo, I'm just saying, anytime somebody tells you that a character in Naruto made some random fucking dimension, the Otsutsuki or Kaguya or some shit, just tell them Montour. Just bring up Montour. I don't know. I think it's a hacks-based thing. I don't think it actually makes a multi-plus, but if somebody's hitting you with some disingenuous bullshit about Universal Naruto, you just use this. I probably wouldn't use it myself. I don't believe in multi-plus any verse, personally. I don't believe in multi-plus Dragon Ball. I don't believe in multi-plus Bleach. I don't believe in multi-plus any of that garbage. Maybe for like Dragon Ball Heroes. I definitely don't believe like uni or multi for like any of the big three. Sounds like the argument an Naruto fan would make for dudes like Kaguya and Momoshiki. Exactly what I'm saying. If you ever hear somebody make that argument or you're debating somebody with it, just bring up Montour. All you gotta do. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Not even Super? Super's a little weird. I'll talk about Super in just a second. Here's the thing. I usually reject the conventional metrics by which people try to scale power, by which people try to scale, what's the video you're watching? Is One Piece that strong? We're just watching by a guy named Specs. So let me say this, right? So, for starters with Dragon Ball, right? Dragon Ball, I agree that Super is universal, 100%. I have no reason to deny it. Goku and Beerus literally let out clashed punches, and the shockwaves from those punches were going to destroy the universe itself. The universe would have included heaven and hell, which in a databook statement from Toriyama, I think El Manga Legendario, but I could be wrong on that one. I could be wrong on the source itself, but I know that there is a databook where it displays the universe, specifically Universe 7, and it says that each one of the locations, heaven, hell, and the mortal realm where Goku and everyone resides, and don't quote me on this one, but I think King Kai's world itself, so like the world that Supreme Kai, the world where Supreme Kai and Elder Kai live in, I think that one also counts into this, but during one of the data books, it's basically stated that each one of the three main worlds, Heaven, Hell, and the mortal realm, maybe Supreme Kai, but not really. All of them are the size of our universe, so all of them are in infinite time space. Well, our universe has its limits, but you get it. It's like supposed to all be to scale with our universe. So, by that logic, Goku and Beerus sent out shockwaves from their punches that were going to destroy the entirety of the universe. Their universe is essentially consisted of three real world universe sized realms. So I would personally argue, I mean, Super Boost screaming out of the hyperbolic time chamber doesn't tell me universal, it just tells me he has the ability to rip a hole in space-time, which is impressive enough. It doesn't have to be universal. So I can't necessarily deny that they were going to do that. I think also the narrator said it, so I'm not going to be disingenuous and say, well, what about the planets? None of the planets were destroyed, SpongeBob, so why would it even remotely be planetary? Or sorry, universal. It's like, bro, I don't care. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck what the reason was, bro. It's Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball doesn't care. It is one of the most fictional fiction stories of all fucking time. The guy said, multiple people literally said, hey, the universe is gonna be fucking destroyed. These waves, if they continue, multi-plus is infinite universes, so like, the heroes and the weird bullshit. Yeah. But here's the thing: I completely reject all conventional power scaling bullshit that people tell themselves is factual. If you tell me something is multiversal, I just think multiversal or whatever the fuck just means you can destroy multiple universes, and Goku and Beerus were gonna destroy multiple universes. Multiple universe-sized structures, heaven, hell, and the mortal realm. I'm not going with some infinite infinities. Infinite infinities is still just infinity to me. I don't give a shit. Infinite infinities is still just infinity. So anyway, oh, thank you so much, Christopher. So yeah, it's like, I would argue that from there, it's basically just, if Goku is like, what, 3 times universal, if Goku is like, what, 3 times universal or whatever, or I would just call that multiversal, etc., if Goku is like, what, 3 times uni, multiversal, whatever the fuck you want to call it, then his this is why I say that, like, I kind of know what a Dragon Ball scaling, because in the next arc, in the Tournament 6 arc, it stated that Goku's base had surpassed Super Saiyan God, which means that Goku's base should now be in that realm. Not exactly, but sure. Yeah, I mean, listen, dude, it's multiversal, multiple universes. I don't know why that has to just fall into infinite universes or whatever, but I don't give a shit. Like I said, multiversal, multiple versus multiple universes. I'm not going with some bullshit about, oh, it has to be infinite upon infinite. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. But so yeah, Goku stated to be more powerful in the Tournament 6 arc. We don't know what the multipliers for any of the Super Saiyan God transformations are, God, Blue, or Ultra Instinct, but we know for a fact that in one of the data book statements, it stated that Goku gets 400 times stronger from Super Saiyan 3. So, Goku being 400 times stronger in Super Saiyan 3 would mean that if Goku from the Tournament 6 arc were to go Super Saiyan 3, he would be 1,200 times universal or multiversal or whatever, and then you just keep going from there. With Goku, I just basically say, when it comes to Dragon Ball scaling specifically, I just say insert number from the Super Saiyan amps times universal or multiversal or whatever. I don't care about the actual. I'm just gonna keep saying multiversal just to piss some people off. I'm letting you guys know right now, but yeah, I'll just say it's like 1,200 times. I've gotten Goku to like 1.8 million times universal off of just using Super Saiyan 3 as the multiplier and just assuming that Goku's base constantly surpasses it. And multiversal plus are different things. Multiversal is what you said, that the plus indicates the infinite aspect. Like, I don't go by pluses. The pluses means nothing to me. Whenever someone says FTL plus, whenever someone says MFTL, FTL plus, or MFTL plus, or immeasurable plus, or whatever the fuck, I ignore the plus. The plus is so stupid to me. The plus doesn't mean anything. It's an arbitrary term that people just use to try to differentiate something, but the value itself is always arbitrary, because if you ask someone what's the difference between FTL and FTL plus, some people will say 100, some people will say 1,000, some people will say a million. Again, it's just an arbitrary thing. Will you scale Black Clover in the future? I could probably scale Black Clover in the future. I could probably scale it in the future. I get what you're saying, Barkos. I get what you're saying. I just reject all of that power scaling jargon and stuff like that because it doesn't genuinely mean anything at the end. It's like I always say, people abuse the most theoretical physics without actually understanding the baseline. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, and the reason why I'm constantly getting Goku so high is because it's basically stated by Toriyama that like Super Saiyan and all of its transformation and all of its amps are essentially just all-around stat multipliers. So, strength, speed, durability, destructive capacity, etc., 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 etc. You think a 5D person is restricted by 3D? Not necessarily, but yeah. I don't know, man. When it comes to like Dragon Ball, I'm just like, just use Super Saiyan 3. You can't quantify Super Saiyan God. You cannot quantify Super Saiyan Blue. You can probably throw in Kaioken times 20 to Super Saiyan 3 just to like continue to obtain a multiplier, but you don't necessarily need to do anything like that. You can get Goku to like multi plus or whatever, depending on how you choose to view it. I mean, Zeno himself literally wiped out a timeline where Zamasu had merged with all of the other timelines or the other universes in a timeline or whatever. I forgot the exact like wording on it. Can you do your Discord link again? I'll do it one more time, dude. I'll give you like one more chance at this. Let's copy. I'll do it one more time. But yeah, the fourth dimension is not objectively proven. It's been ages since I caught up with Dragon Ball manga, not gonna lie, yeah. The thing about Dragon Ball is that people will usually ask, then, well, if they're really multiversal plus or multi whatever the fuck, then why aren't they just destroying the planets that they're on? And it's always because AoE, bro. It's like, I think the thing that people usually try to, like, argue is that, like, well, why doesn't a character do a specific thing? And it's like, because the story can't go along if the character is wiping it out. Now, it's cool, I can't force you to believe anything, and it is, like, everything involving language, very subjective. That's what I'm saying, right? It's like, if I say Goku is, like, multi or uni or whatever, it doesn't really matter at the end. It's like, well, okay. Like, for example, if you were to tell me, Barkos, okay, but for the sake of this conversation, Eon, could you just refer, so that for example, if you were to say, right, Eon, I understand what you're saying, right? Like you just said, it's cool, I can't force you to believe anything like that or anything, it is all subjective and everything, but like, just for the sake of simplicity, for my sake as somebody who views multi or multi plus as like infinite upon infinite timelines and all that garbage and all that stuff, could you please just refer to Goku as Uni? I could do that, right? Like I can do that, right? Like I could say, okay, then Goku is 1.8 million times universal or multi plus or whatever, right? Or whatever the term we agreed upon was, right? I think for the sake of a conversation we can agree on a term specifically, but like in terms of like just like, you know, outright just telling you guys what I think, yeah, no, the terms mean nothing to me. And that's one of the reasons why I also try to just stay away. I personally just try to stay away from like the multi plus and all that stuff, because it's like I already get enough like backlash over thinking, hey, multi plus doesn't mean a fucking thing. Multi omni, that's why like I may always make the joke of like Omniversal plus premium deluxe edition. It's like it doesn't mean anything, bro. Like when I hear somebody say a character's FTL plus, I'm like, yeah, Luffy is FTL plus premium advanced edition. Yeah, okay. Adding the plus doesn't add anything. It doesn't give me an objective metric to go by. What does the plus mean in anything? I know it means a standard deviation above the normal threshold of whatever arbitrary value you believe that like the insert thing is, but or higher layer outer versal plus. Exactly, like what the fuck does higher layer outer versal plus deluxe omnipotent premium fucking mean, dude? Like, come on, just shut the fuck up at that point. I'm like, but oh wait, Thor's hammer. It's been a minute. Holy shit, it's been a hot minute, dude. Hyperversal plus deluxe, exactly. It's like Hyperversal plus deluxe edition, bro. That's why I always say like some bullshit around like Omni Hyperversal Super Duper Ultimate Edition, right? It's like somebody saying 50 times FTL plus Ultimate. Like, what the fuck does that mean? It's like when All Might says plus Ultra. It just doesn't mean anything. It's just a way to, like, hype something up. Okay. Let me go get my tablet. It should be charged up by now. We yapped enough. I'm gonna finish the voice recording. Just read the tiering system, bro. Brutal. Yeah. Yep, it's been a while. And then some people use high infinite layer, boundless, or extraversal. Yeah, they just make shit up. They just make shit up to make the characters seem stronger. It's like, yeah, fantastic. You know, you added a big word. You added an adjective plus versal. You basically just added a prefix adjective into versal. The general concept, accepted definition of all of it that is on Versus Battle wiki, since most of those terms are coined or popularized by them. Yeah, they're popularized. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm aware that they all come from they mostly come from Versus Battle Wiki, but again, I also don't agree with the way that Versus Battle Wiki does most of its things. Probably the only thing I could guess agree with is the speed thing, which is the only thing I honestly come back to. But you know, you take some, you lose them. It's not always that. It's not always. Can we all agree that Horty wipes Naruto? If you go by the anime adaptation, sure. Well, technically the manga adaptation also does it, but you have to specifically talk about anime adaptation. The plus is the full scaling you have to pay for GTA 6. Dude, honestly, I don't care if I never get fucking sponsored by Rockstar, but like, dude, they're stealing your money, guys. They are stealing your money. What do you mean that I can fucking play GTA 6, but in order to get the full game, not even the full game plus some DLC. No. In order to play the entire game as it was intended to be played, you have to pay $100 fucking dollars, dude. Nah, fuck off. I can't do it. However, made this classification system was a car salesman for people who know nothing about cars, adding in a bunch of functions that should have been in the car originally. Boundless by definition is limitless. If there are layers into boundless, then that means it's not above every tier, which would contradict its definition, just making shit up at that point. Yeah. I get tired a lot of people saying every Marvel and DC hero and villain and cosmic being is outer versal right off the bat with no evidence other than their subjective perspective that they project. Yeah. Have no gameplay. It's a scam, dog. Is there really like no gameplay for it yet? Yeah, the $100 plus is madness, dude. Let me look that up real quick before I actually start this. Let me pull that up real quick. I really need to like double check this because like this is we got the idea. This dude scaled One Piece. This dude did some highball One Piece shit. Yeah. Or mid to highball. Anyway, GTA 6. Oh, I put FTA. GTA 6. Version differences. Let's look up what the version differences are. Alright, let's see like the additions. The versions, all the garbage. Alright. Okay, so there's the standard edition and there's the ultimate edition. Includes the game. Owners can purchase the ultimate edition. Yeah. The ultimate edition upgrade has a 95 Grotti Cheetah, Hawk and Little Morgan revolvers, personalized weapon variants, so mostly cosmetic and car stuff that you can just get later on in the game. Vice City styles, cool. Jason's safe house vehicles, Ganado retro build, Rideout Customs mod shop, so you can't use all of the mod shops in the game because you didn't pay for the extra money. Sarah's unisex salon, Shitzo Squallow, Stock 30 clothing store. So there's just literal like locations in the world that you cannot access. Addition bonuses are threaded across all aspects of Jason and Lucia's story, with new items uncovered behind each chapter. Will also be available. Owners will play separately. Okay, does GTA 6 have online? The main story missions are identical, but the ultimate has exclusive shops, vehicles, and side activities. So they are literally limiting gameplay for $20 extra. I'll be mad, but I'm paying. I'm paying that 100? I'm sorry, dude. You know what? Listen, it's your money. You're a grown-ass man. You have every right, and you have the free will to do whatever you want with your money that you earned based on your own hard work. You have every right to do that, but the thing is, I'll get you guys' comments in a second, but the thing for me is, I don't know, man. I learned one thing in this last year that... I've learned one thing in this last year, dude. And I'm not saying that this will happen for GTA because, let's be honest here, I don't know if anyone's ever making a GTA clone game as an indie. Both of these games, I have spent either less than half or almost half of the amount of money that a AAA game comes out of. Technically half the money that, actually no, this was a gift from Six, funny enough. I didn't spend any money on this. Thanks again, Six. these games, I spent less than half of the money that it would take to buy technically almost a quarter, because I got it on sale too on PlayStation Plus. I spent a quarter of the money I spent on an indie game that I would have on a baseline game in 2026. And I also spent basically no money, but it would have been $50 on Expedition 33. Both of them are indie games, and they have completely blown away every single expectation that I've had, not only for the games themselves, but also the fact that these games have offered me way more enjoyment than anything I played AAA in I don't know how fucking long. I liked Donkey Kong Bonanza, I enjoyed portions of Mario Kart World, and I really liked Kirby Air Riders, but they did not in any way, shape, or form have given me the level of fun that I've had just playing those fucking indies. The fact that people are spending so much money on video games just essentially allows these companies to sell them for the prices that they are. And listen, I get it. Video games are only getting more difficult to produce, more expensive, etc., etc., etc. But, and I had a conversation with a friend of me about this, like, oh, but the devs must be paid. But listen, a dev that works at a video game company, was it intentional to put the link for the paid server in chat? Oh! Was that the link for the paid server? Oh, shit. That was not intentional. That was a mistake. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. That was a mistake. Thank you for letting me know, Aster. That was, you can use it. I simply can't denounce your argument because it wouldn't be supported by evidence. But yeah, that's kind of like my whole thing, right? It's like, we're only getting to a point where like video games are only going to become more and more and more expensive. That's kind of the issue, right? Video games are only becoming more and more expensive, and listen, that's okay, but like, it's only when you basically don't support the AAA companies, and only when you support some of these indie games that are putting out products on at least an equal amount of not only fun but also, I'd say in some ways, quality. It's like, you really are, we as a source, we as a people, I've seen it with so many other groups, we as a society can force these companies to buckle under the pressure and say, no, we're not buying your bullshit, lower the game prices. But anyway, that's just me talking about shit that obviously no one's gonna follow, because current dopamine works better than to incentivize people. Dopamine, nostalgia, and I don't know what the other thing would be, but yeah, they all help people, you know. It's more meaningful to people than simply not paying more money for their games. It is what it is. I will never agree though with like this idea that game devs aren't gonna get paid if a game doesn't do well. I will never agree with this notion. Like, if you are working as a game developer at a company, you are under contract, you are meant to be getting paid. If the game doesn't do well, oh well, you're still getting paid. Maybe the bonuses might not look great that year, but hey, you've got a job and you've got the thing. If the bonus doesn't look well, I'm sorry, the company should have made you make a better game. I don't know. So what you're talking about, the sad thing is that there's likely going to be a few 100,000 people who are willing to pay $120 to get GTA 6 despite all the bad news and warnings these past few years. Yep. Thank you for letting me know, by the way, Aster. Physics Stacks Exchange, ResearchGate, or Physics Group, or other sites. I found it via Google. I don't even want to play A games anymore. I haven't even bought one past 2020. Nah, they're going to be streaming route soon. I buy indie all the time, but they make great games. Yeah. Like Rockstar, listen, like Rockstar, at least I think that Rockstar could at least put out like a decent game, right? Like, I don't think anyone's going to sit here and say that Rockstar isn't going to put out at least a decent game. But the fact is, for many people, including myself, GTA 6 is not a game worth getting if it doesn't have online. Will GTA 6 online? If it does not have online, it's not worth getting for me. I'm not playing the story. I've never beaten a GTA story. GTA is not a fun game for the story. I'm sorry. For some people it might be. For me, it's meaningless. The story isn't anything. It's like Call of Duty and a story. You don't play Call of Duty for the story. Yes, there are people that do. Fuck those people. I am not one of those people. There are people that play Call of Duty for the zombies. Fuck those people. I am not one of those people. I play Call of Duty for the online multiplayer. And there are some people that don't play, and there are some people that just straight up don't play Call of Duty for the multiplayer. Yeah. The people that play Call of Duty for the multiplayer, also, fuck those people. Yeah, fuck me too. The point is, I'm not getting GTA. Does GTA 6 have online? Will GTA 6 have online? Will GTA 6 have online? Let's see. Is widely expected feature, but it's striking a large single player experience. Yeah, this game is nothing to me. Yeah, this means nothing to me. In regards to the plus stuff, I usually use it simply to say something is above the numbers giving it. So if you're 1.8 light, I'd say you're a million plus FTL. I got you. I got you, Scott. I don't know, man. Yeah, if GTA 6 doesn't get online in, like, the future, I'm just never buying the game then. Also, even if it got online, online always drops after the main game. For 5, we waited 2 weeks. Red Dead, even a month. 6 will be no different. Hopefully, because, yeah. But yeah, maybe when online comes out and the game is like on a sale. Maybe then. Messing around with the Dark Lord deck is fun. Alright. Enough garbage. Enough bullshit. The fuck? You're saying the Storm games are canon? Hopefully they sell the online separately, dude. If you're telling me I can play GTA 6 online for like 40 bucks, I'll pay that, dude. Fuck the story mode. I am not spending money on that fuck ass story mode. By the way, I gotta close. Oh god, I'm gonna have to hotbox my room real quick. All right, let me close my window. So we closed the window. We turned off the air. Now we're gonna get to recording. Get to voice acting for your paycheck. I got you, Mr. Drake. I got you. Please don't dock my pay today. I needed to feed my children. Boy, did you see the money they made with 5 online? I will bet both testifies that it will come, yeah. Oh, testicles that it'll come, yeah. A single dose of energy steroids increases strength by 2. We'll double it again. It's likely going to be a disaster since it's all complete. Since all writing competence Bethesda used to have died with Skyrim, and all their old smart writers are gone. 40 bones, Elmo. Keep dreaming, Eon. Bro, come on now. You can't tell me that they wouldn't sell it for like 40 bucks at some point, right? I'm talking about on a sale, dude. You can't sit here and tell me that GTA 6 online wouldn't be like a year from now, like maybe like what, 60, maybe 50 bucks on a sale, maybe 40. Like, wasn't Astrobot like 30 bucks for like Christmas or some shit? It'll happen. Listen, they could always, hey Thor, I don't know, man, maybe start a petition. Tell them like, hey, actually get some writers for Elder Scrolls 6 that know what the fuck writing is, that actually know how to structure a goddamn story. By the way, would you guys ever be interested in watching me play Dragon's Dogma 2? I've been meaning, since the DLC's coming out in a couple of months, I've been thinking about going back into it and actually finishing the game. I never beat it because I got to like the true ending route, and a lot of my progress got deleted. Black Ops 3 is still 60 bucks, yeah, but it's not on sale right now. Although Black Ops 3 was one of the best Call of Duty games. Don't at me, Black Ops 3 was great. I fucking love that game, dude. Some of the best memories playing with the boys in that game. Some of the best memories just having the boys play like 1v1s in Nuketown. That shit was so much fun. We had a friend named Roman who would know all the spawns for Nuketown. He would constantly run ones with one of our other friends, Alberto. It will be 40 bones on PC before the pre-order sips tea. Fuck you. You think Kaido versus Conquest would be a good fight? I think Kaido can probably speed blitz in an atmosphere, but probably. Yeah, invincible characters have really strong internal organs. Yeah, probably. Sure, the next anime was ass, but I hear the game was excellent. Which Netflix anime was ass? Recently, there's been but a trend of videos taking weak-ass characters and seeing how many of said characters would it take to beat the strongest in a verse, for example. How many Miwas does it take to beat Sukuna? And it gets to these insane numbers, like more Miwas than there are atoms in the universe and shit, so I ask how many Narutos would it take to beat Luffy? Well, clearly more than 1,000, because I don't think that Naruto with 10,000 clones is doing anything. Is not being one-shotted? I don't think that Conquest would get one-shot, but I do think that Conquest is not taking Kaido's hits easily. Especially if his internal organs are being destroyed. Alright, let me get on my headphones. I was watching a video before about what the worst level in every Sonic is. It's been pretty interesting. I was watching a video also yesterday. I was thinking about a video from this guy named Omizi. I might check it out with you guys live. And it talks about changing, basically being able to divert your attention and being able to move on to. I will say that verse equalization is necessary sometimes. For example, Neji versus Asta. Neji is more of a disadvantage as his main kit is locked because Asta doesn't have a chakra number. So Neji, who is intended to be a character who stuns his opponents, is suddenly useless because nobody outside of his own verse has that power. So of course, in many cases, verse equalization is not necessary. If you feel like it's necessary for certain matchups, it's fine to use. You can honestly use it for, and you can honestly use it, honestly use it for any matchup. Any matchup since theory crafting, since it's all just a thought experiment, just a thought experiment. Verse equalization is stupid, I agree, but hey, some people need it. For GTA 6, it took a few months for it to go on sale for $25. Here's hoping that the same happens for 6. Oh, for 5, you mean. Warning spoilers will be hard, yeah. How will you nerf the 3, the 30 hours into a watchable amount? I'm not going to be able to. I don't think I'm going to... I don't know how long it is, but I don't... It should be... It might be like a 15-hour long video. It might be like 15 hours of just going back at it. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys pay attention to like black issues in America and overall different parts of the world, but this guy Jewel Almighty went on a back and forth with this guy named Poetic Flacco, who came out, who was called out for having some racist remarks in the past or some shit, and it completely destroyed his image for some people. All right. Let me see what the last thing I said was.
Luffy would likely stand there in amazement.
But you're definitely not getting the PlayStation 6, right? For now, I don't think I'm going to. Whenever they announce it, and at least for like the first couple of years that it's out, I might not do it. If somebody were to buy it for me, I'm not going to say no to that. But I don't know if I'm okay with like I don't know if I'm okay with like really supporting Sony after the thing. It really does depends. Oh, and verse equalization is assumption hell. It really is assumption hell. It makes things a bit more complicated if you're actually thinking about stuff. Instead of just saying it works because it works and that's really it, and then you just say it works because it works, and if it works, then that means my character automatically wins. If you're not going through like the most surface level I'll be honest. Whenever I see someone think about something from the most surface level perspective, whenever I see somebody talk about something from the most surface level perspective possible, I just think to myself like, dude. This has got to be cap. This has got to be like this. No, sorry. This is not cap. This person actually believes whatever the fuck they're believing. Screw Sony. I'm not going digital no matter what ultimatum they try to put me. I'm already mostly digital, which is like, I probably won't support the PlayStation 6 for a while. They'll announce it'll be released by 2028. That'll be digital only. I'll wait then. I'll probably wait. As long as my PS5 doesn't conk out on me and it's the only real system that I use besides the Switch 2 every now and then. And by every now and then, I mean whenever I'm outside the house, going somewhere specific, then yeah. Okay, if first equalization is used, you could say Zoro as like the same powers as Naruto because they're both linked to Ashura or something. I wouldn't use that. No physical copies, no deal. Yeah, the physical copy stuff is just fucking stupid to me. And I say that as someone who doesn't really vibe. Flacco getting blacklashed for what? I can pull it up real quick, but essentially,
Poetic Flacco's apology was an absolute joke and a slap in the face to the black community.
Yeah, my fault. I'm the tap dancing sellout of the day,
You are.
right? It's my fault, man.
After being exposed for being an anti-black,
And I hate these. That's just how the nigga mindset. Those Negroes don't see the long-term plan.
pro-MAGA Trump glazing,
I enjoy and love Trump.
white supremacist Nick Fuentes fanboy.
Well, why I admire people like Nick Fontes Proud Boys, et cetera. They're upfront with their white supremacy tactics.
And just being an all-around grifter that did nothing but shit on the black community. He then dropped the most unserious, disingenuous apology ever, while completely avoiding talking about all the things that he's been exposed for.
I want to give the tap dancing sellout of the day.
Here's the I'm not gonna put the whole video out, but here's the video. You guys should check out Jew Almighty if you care about these kind of issues. Yeah, it is. I definitely do like seeing a bit of the drama. This is part of the reason why I watch this. But yeah, no. I was watching a bit of Poetic Flacco stuff, especially during the Chud the Builder stuff. He doesn't like himself. What? Yeah. It's weird. It's one of those things where like you have sometimes black people, yeah, they don't really view the weight of the words that they use against their own people, or they have some kind of prejudice for one reason or another against their own, against their own, I don't know. It's weird. Their own community. It's weird. I think it's weird, but it is what it is. I only checked out his content like more recently. I didn't actually know who this guy was until a little bit. Yeah, plenty of black people have their self-hate stuff. Real life Uncle Ruckus type shit. Yeah. I saw the other video that he posted. There's a second video to this. They actually did have a conversation, not really like a debate, more like a conversation. They both went back and forth about it for a while. They did have a live conversation. I saw the whole thing, and like, yeah, no, he was just kind of using a lot of excuses as to why, like, he was saying the things at the time, and you didn't know who Nick Fuentes was at the time and all that stuff. It is what it is. You guys can check it out if that's your prerogative. However, for now, let me find where I'm at on my tablet. Part 2. Okay, 8 things. Okay. So first and foremost, as always, we have to do some. We have to get a noise profile. So you guys are gonna hear some creaking. You guys are gonna hear me breathe in, breathe out. You guys are gonna hear me like smack my lips and stuff, so I can get a noise profile. Flacco hates Chud and was pro Carmelo Anthony, so I definitely think he by no means as racist as he was. He said a lot of things, but the issue was, Zadoxter, the issue was that like you are profiting off of people who are saying racist, fucked up things. You are essentially earning thousands of dollars. I think it was like over $100,000 while like Chud the Builder was doing all that stuff. But you have this whole past history of like saying all these like anti-black things and supporting people who were just veritably known racists. So it's like that only makes you a hypocrite, right? Like you could say that he's by no means a racist, but he is by a 100% means a hypocrite. Which I think is the issue. PS5 will be my last console until I get the discs back. Yeah. Flacco is an African. A lot of non-American blacks hate us, mainly due to media, to be honest. Growing up, I was told black Americans are no good, which is cap. Yeah, no, that's complete cap. The black community, especially in the United States, has a very rich history. Well, they created a very rich history out of what they... out of the circumstances that they were given. And a lot of people have been able to not only develop a good face for the black community, especially in America, but they were also capable of, helping push forward a lot of the things that we take for granted now, such as rock and roll and jazz, dude. It's kind of crazy. Racism got too normalized by people on Instagram. Yeah, there was another one that came out where there was this, let me see. There was this Asian streamer, I think. Asian streamer girl. Where is it? Because I know I saw Jew talk about it. There was this Asian streamer girl who basically like called a black streamer who was hanging around a couple of people like an N-word, like a hard R N-word, and then she was like saying, I hate you. Like she was trying to say her the best way she could, like, I hate you. Like I actually hate you. Let me see. Where the hell was that video? Did I watch it on my other account? Asian streamer has racist crash out. Asian streamer has racist crash out. Yeah, this one right here.
Nadi is going viral for all the wrong reasons after having a super racist crash out against a black streamer.
For no reason.
Also
for no reason. Yeah, it's really crazy. Like the kind of like it really has opened. My eyes have really been open to like the kind of treatment that a lot of black people have received. Just Just for no fucking reason, bro. Just because of media portrayal or just some fucked up shit. Would you hate Marvel mutants if they were real? I would hate Marvel mutants if they were real and they were causing consistent amounts of mayhem. If you were just a regular person with mutant powers, I would have no issue with you. If you were a regular person with mutant powers doing good, I would have no issue with you. If you were a regular person that has mutant powers and you're just causing random shit shows, freezing over the planet, wiping out countries and shit, I would have an issue. I think... Believe that most of the One Piece downscaling is coming from the One Piece community because we mostly compete with each other like our favorite characters like Mekong and Shanks and more. You think that the One Piece scaling, that the most of One Piece downscaling is coming from the community? I don't agree with that at all. It definitely comes from Naruto and other people just being disingenuous. A lot of Naruto fans and a lot of other people just being disingenuous. I would even throw in basically anime fans in general. They just don't like One Piece. That's all weird too, because when Godfrey had an African shitting on black Americans, he called and Godfrey and the guests, so definitely changed unless he was tap dancing on both sides. There's a lot of Asian girl streamers, Brody. I'm sorry, I looked her up, alright? Being pro Carmelo Anthony makes your bloodline anti-black for how bad it makes the community look like. Genuinely OJ Simpson type movement, he did it, but he's black, so it's fine. Damn. Funny because Flacco got into a big beef with big AK streamer with his audience over FBA completely on the side of us American. Yeah, that's crazy. I try to stay away from stuff like that, but you aren't wrong. Yeah. People just used the unhinged racist stuff to get a reaction. Not gonna lie, social media made it too easy for people to do all that. Yeah, especially places like Kick and especially places like Kick. You hate mutants? That's crazy. Never heard of that, but Flacco glazes AK that way. AK glazes Drake and probably worse high key. Marvel telepaths are a world menace. Yeah, they are. I would hate them from the perspective of, like, The Boys, where, like, they just all do weird shit. Like, The Boys really does open up your eyes into, like, what superheroes, like, supes, can do. But mutants would definitely be hated if they were real. Oh, 100%, 100%. You would have people saying that they are that they are abhorrent creations of the devil, that Jesus or Christ didn't make them or some shit. It would definitely be, like, some modern right Christian wing argument, though. Not to say that all Christians would think that, but I would argue that many people from that community would probably attack them as saying like there's some ungodly creations or whatever. Probably, maybe not even Christians, just some religious movement out there would probably have an issue with mutants. Because essentially mutations in and of themselves would essentially be considered a entire response of evolution, an entire byproduct response of evolution, which would disprove many monotheological gods or religions, I would say, monotheistic religions. Spider-Man comics definitely suck ass as of late. Can't lie. Scaling One Piece is hard without using a bit of headcanon. Kinda, yeah, I guess. If you don't, I mean, not really. You can just come to a generalized conclusion based on what you stated in the text. If you don't at least distrust the mutants, you didn't read the Krakoa era. I really didn't. Bro really said it's coming from inside the house, from the One Piece downscale. That's what I'm saying. One Piece and the black community go hand in hand. They're basically the same. Some of us hate, some of us don't. Some crazy amounts of self-hate. I don't know if I would compare the One Piece community as a whole to the black community, considering what the black community has had to deal with for a long time. But I guess from like an internet perspective, I guess in a sense we are attacked by other communities for no reason, but like you could also say the same thing about Asians and Filipinos and all that stuff. So actually, why am I saying Filipinos? Are Filipinos attacked? I don't know. I think I saw something about that on the news. Maybe. Wolverine has slept with everyone in the expansion. He is weird. I mean, okay, but come on, like Wolverine's like 300 years old. He's just not supposed to fuck any person alive, even if they are an as of age adult. Like if Wolverine fucks a 30-year-old as a 300-year-old, he is 100% gonna be seen as a weirdo no matter what. If Wolverine has sex with an 80-year-old woman, a 105-year-old woman, he would still be like 295 years older than her. That would technically still make him a creep no matter what. It's like, I feel like at a certain point, if a person reaches past a certain age, you can't even really attack them. And if a person is immortal, right, and they reach past a certain age, you can't really come at them for having, and they still look like a person, like let's say in their 30s, 40s, 50s. You can't really come at them for having sex with somebody also in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, because it's like, dude, At that point, you're just never allowed to have sex again. Oh man, it would be weird because I was 105 years old when this person was born, but I'm fucking them at the age of 160. Like, come on, man. I don't know. I think that mentality is kind of weird, right? Like, just, like, okay, if he really had sex with like every single person in the X mansion and like one of them was a kid, okay, that would be an issue. But if he had like sex with like every single person he had sex with was like an actual adult, I don't know, man. At that point, I think it's a little too much. They depicted in the Marvel already. Funny since Nightcrawler is an ordained priest. That's funny. Why do people think X-Men will jump Toby's? Why do people think X-Men will jump Toby's Spider-Man and Doomsday? Bro is the only hero on his earth. True. Also, you'd never trust the telepath enough to not wear Magneto's helmet around them, right? I wouldn't. I would 100% never trust the telepath. I dislike the mutants being a minority analogy because last time I checked, there wasn't an African-American superhero. Is it a supremacist movement saying they were superior beings? Also, they don't explode randomly. So weird how we were talking about One Piece, then GTA, then black people, then mutants, to Jesus Christ, and then I don't know anymore. What are we talking about now? I don't know. I didn't see who tagged me, but the comment was misunderstood. Flacco got into a beef with AK audience, not AK himself. Flacco was defending FBA. Got you. Facts. I don't read Spider-Man comics anymore, but I used to hate the characters. I adore them, even Paul, and no one likes Paul. It's just the writers. Okay. He killed his kid? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get to voice recording so you guys can like just talk about whatever you want. Okay.
Probably saying do it again, nin nin.
Okay, so you guys are gonna hear some bullshit on the side real quick. Okay, that should be enough. I needed this, analyze. I need to, and the reason why I had to make all those weird ASMR type sounds is because I need to get a noise profile so I can start to ignore those things whenever I'm actually recording. Have you guys seen the new Spider-Man movie? If so, what do you think about, don't spoil that stuff real quick. Rewrite this real quick, just in case. Could you rewrite this again, Scott? Copy paste it and just rewrite it again. Wasn't he doing like bad stuff though? I don't know who you were referencing. So like we on the ending part of the video? Yeah, we're on the ending part of part 1. Yes, we are on the ending part. I got like one or two more sandbag. No, I got one more sandbag voice line that I have to make, and then it's just the last. Yeah, and then it's just the last thing. Where would Raizo scale in Naruto, Genin, Chunin, Jonin, or Hokage? Probably a Kage class, Kage level opponent, especially with the amount of water that guy can release. Okay. Okay.
Well, Naruto at least wins if they're both bloodlusted, right? Ninetales chakra plus 1,000 clones plus Gamabunta would be too much for him, right?
Let me see if I like this. Okay, so now we go noise reduction. Then we go pitch, tempo, use prefix. Okay.
Nin.
Well, Naruto at least wins if they're both bloodlusted, right? Ninetales chakra plus 1,000 clones plus Gamabunta would be too much for him, right?
Nin.
Well, Naruto at least wins if they're both bloodlusted, right? Ninetales chakra plus 1,000 clones plus Gamabunta would be too much for him, right?
No, let me try that again.
Well, but what about if they're bloodlusted? Naruto would win if they're both bloodlusted, right? Ninetales chakra plus 1,000 clones plus Gamabunta would be too much for Luffy, right, Eon?
Okay. Yeah, it's a series at this point. Yeah, I do reference this whole thing as it's gonna be a series. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. This shit's going into next year. This shit is 100% going into next year. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm sorry, this is just gonna be my life for like the next year. This is just gonna be all my content. I'm gonna put out these videos. It's gonna take a couple months to put the next one out. And by probably like December next year, I'm done. I've given up on even remotely assuming that this isn't gonna take however long it's gonna take.
Well, but what about if they're bloodlusted? Naruto would win if... Well, but what about if they're bloodlusted? Naruto would win if they're both bloodlusted, right? Nine-Tails chakra, plus 1,000 clones, plus Gamma Bunta would be too much for Luffy. Right, Eon?
I like it, but I did too much stuttering at the start. Would anyone here trust the telepath? I don't think I would. I genuinely do not think I would trust one. Hey, what's up, Julio? Let me try that one last time. Well, at least Naruto wins if they're both bloodlusted, right? Nine-Tails chakra plus 1,000 clones plus Gamma Bunta would be too much for Luffy, right, Eon? Let me try that one. I need noise reduction. Hearing you make Sandbag live is funny. I'm happy you're enjoying it.
Well, at least Naruto wins if they're both bloodlusted, right? Nine-Tails chakra plus 1,000 clones plus Gamma Bunta would be too much for Luffy, right, Eon?
Okay, let me,
At least Naruto wins if they're both bloodlusted, right? Nine-Tails chakra plus 1,000 clones plus Gamma Bunta would be too much for Luffy, right, Eon?
I'm a champion Daredevil, so I can confirm Daredevil's great. I think there were old as fuck panels of DD hitting Doctor Doom physically. Okay. Really? We're arguing bloodlusted Naruto could beat bloodlusted Luffy? Absolutely not. And if everything that I've already gone out of my way to explain in such an in-depth way hasn't resonated with you thus far, then let me reiterate. If Naruto summons 1,000 clones while completely enraged and under the influence of the Nine-Tails, he would still absolutely lose to a bloodlusted Luffy. Luffy could lift up a creature over twice the size of Gamma Bunta while angry and sent it flying outside of the borders of an island. Summoning 1,000 clones means nothing when Luffy can just slam his feet on the ground and grab any nearby trees or boulders, and he just starts swinging them around like a giant pinwheel, again, popping every single one of his clones. The problem with so many of these arguments that people will try to bring up is that they usually fall under the assumption that the character they think loses is just going to stand there and take whatever amount of punishment their favorite character is about to employ without them doing anything, even in a bloodlusted scenario. Besides the fact that once again, Naruto is only matching Luffy's lesser feats in his Nine-Tails state, he never tanks or endures blows as powerful as literal explosions straight to the face, and Luffy is capable of not only doing that, but also shattering steel with his fists and teeth. Even when he summons a metric shitload of clones against Neji, Kimimaro, or Sasuke during their first fight on the hospital rooftop, the clones don't do anything besides waste his chakra, and these fights are perfect examples of sheer numbers not resulting in an automatic win. Coupling this with punching speeds that are at least 15 times faster than Naruto's high-end quantifiable speed if you think he's at least Mach 1 with the Nine-Tails, and 3 times faster if you just wank him to be as fast as Weightless Lee, only goes to show that if Luffy lands either a Gum Gum Bazooka, a Gatling, or worse, a Battle Axe on Naruto, he is 100% crushing him or killing him in a single blow, if not, give or take a few more depending on how much you want to wank this one feetless snake. Naruto does not have the durability feats, the endurance feats, or the scaling overall in order to even remotely change my mind on this, because part 1 Naruto is genuinely not as powerful as people seem to have been conditioned to believe within the massive echo chamber that is the internet. Sandbag. But I'll at least give you this one thing. If you, for whatever reason, believe that Naruto Uzumaki, at the very start of the fight, is going to enter an enraged Ninetales state, summon Gamabunta, who's also bloodlusted for whatever reason, and then subsequently summons 1,000 clones all around him in order to overwhelm Luffy with numbers and giant water bullets, all before Luffy simply stretches across the battlefield and punches him right in the face without any statements or feats to even remotely back up such a ridiculous notion, especially within the first 100 chapters, and Luffy just stands there and does nothing, then sure, I suppose that he can beat Luffy. However, I feel like at that point, we're shoving a controller up Naruto's behind and essentially telling him exactly what to do, how to do it, and without any kind of precedent in the series at this point to back up such a behavior, ignoring all of the specific circumstances that he must first meet just to say that he beats the funny rubber pirate. However, let me just say one thing. However, let me just make one thing crystal fucking clear. At that point, I don't think you actually want to scale the series fairly. More so, you just want to say that your favorite character wins the fight. So with all that being said, it's in my genuine and honest opinion that Luffy outright beats Naruto in every single category I can think of, whether it's range, speed, durability, endurance, pain tolerance, destructive capacity, and overall attack potency. Monkey D. Luffy absolutely and irrefutably curb stomps the living hell out of Naruto Uzumaki within the first 100 chapters of their story. Thank you all so much for watching. Part 2 will be out eventually. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. Peace out. Sweet. I decided to do it all in one take. Alright. Really? We're arguing bloodlusted Naruto could beat bloodlusted Luffy? Absolutely not.
Gamabunta would be too much for Luffy, right, Eon?
Really? We're arguing bloodlusted Naruto could beat bloodlusted Luffy? Absolutely not. And if everything that I've already gone out of my way to explain in such an in-depth way hasn't resonated with you thus far, then let me reiterate. If Naruto summons 1,000 clones while completely enraged, If Naruto summons 1,000 clones while completely enraged and under the influence of the Ninetales, he would still absolutely lose to a bloodlusted Luffy. Luffy could lift up a creature over twice the size of Gamabunta while angry and sent it flying outside of the borders of an island. Summoning 1,000 clones means nothing when Luffy can just...
Yeah, who the fuck's gonna debunk this?
Sage of Thick Calves? SB the Sage? There's basically like no other One Piece and Naruto YouTuber out there that like actually scales One Piece properly. They're gonna say that Arlong lifting up a house doesn't mean anything. They're going to literally say that Fishman being 10 times stronger doesn't really mean anything because Jonin are like far more powerful than the average person, even though the person fighting Naruto isn't a fucking Jonin. The person fighting Luffy isn't even a Jonin. Like, come on, man. There's no one's debunking this. Summoning 1,000 clones means nothing when Luffy can just slam his feet on the ground and grab any nearby trees or boulders, and he just starts swinging them around like a giant pinwheel, again, popping every single one of his clones. The problem with so many of these arguments that people will try to bring up is that they usually fall under the assumption that the character they think loses is just going to stand there and take whatever amount of punishment their favorite character is about to employ without them doing anything, even in a bloodlusted scenario. Besides the fact that once again Naruto is only matching Luffy's lesser feats in his Nine-Tails state, he never tanks or endures blows as powerful as literal explosions straight to the face, and Luffy is capable of not only doing that, but also shattering steel with his fists and teeth. Even when he summons a metric shitload of clones against Neji.
But Foxy particles are unknown. But Memento, I'm not even talking about Foxy particles. I know what you mean, but still. Has Eon ever made a debunk video? No, I've just gone on live and basically just pull up scans that basically disprove the guys. I guess I've done a couple debunks. I don't really like doing them though. I don't really care that much either. It's not that important to me, honestly, to do that kind of stuff. Like, if most of the time that I like quote unquote debunk something, I'm just gonna open up my window because I really need some like air. Most of the time when like I guess I've done the debunk, I think it's pretty much just somebody hitting me up saying like, "Yo, check out this video by this person," and then I just start throwing up some panels to be like, "Yeah, no, this person completely." Remember that Sage video was like 6 hours? I could not watch the thing for more than 15 minutes. It was hard to sit through it, I'm not gonna lie. It was hard to sit through. That's why I don't like debunks, because they usually never let you finish. They literally never let you finish. They usually just go to the point. They're like, okay, but what about this? And then like 5 minutes later, I'm talking about that thing that they brought up. I don't know. It's weird. Debunks are basically just a way for other power scalers to try and flex their own thing, their own quote-unquote knowledge.
Kimimaro or Sasuke during their first fight on the hospital rooftop. The clones don't do anything besides waste his chakra, and these fights are perfect examples of sheer numbers not resulting in an automatic win. Coupling this with punching speeds that are at least 15 times faster than Naruto's high-end quantifiable speed if you think he's at least Mach 1 with the Nine-Tails, and 3 times faster if you think... And three times faster if you think... And three times faster if you just wank him to be as fast as Weightless Lee, only goes to show that if Luffy lands either a Gum Gum Bazooka, a Gatling, or worse, a Battle Axe on Naruto, he is 100% crushing him or killing him in a single blow, if not, give or take a few more depending on how much you want to wank this one feetless snake. Naruto does not have the durability feats, the endurance feats, or the scaling overall in order to even remotely change my mind on this, because Part 1 Naruto is genuinely not as powerful as people seem to have been conditioned to believe within the massive echo chamber that is the internet. Sandbag. But I'll at least give you this one thing. If you, for whatever reason, believe that Naruto Uzumaki, at the very start of the fight, is going to enter an enraged Nine-Tails state, summon Gamabunta, who's also bloodlusted for whatever reason, and then subsequently summons 1,000 clones all around him in order to overwhelm Luffy with numbers and giant water bullets, all before Luffy simply stretches across the battlefield and punches him right in the face without any statements or feats to even remotely back up such a ridiculous notion, especially within the first 100 chapters, and Luffy just...
For this one, yeah, we worked so hard. Yeah. I really appreciate all the effort that you put in, Julio. Your countless silly antics have kept my mental state positive enough that I'm able to get this out of the way. You'll get your 70% of the check in the mail whenever I get it next month, or in 2 months, whenever the fuck I finish editing this, because this is gonna take me forever. I really should probably like start saving for an editor, man.
However, I feel like at that point, we're shoving a controller up Naruto's behind and essentially telling him exactly what to do, how to do it, and without any kind of precedent in the series at this point to back up such a behavior, ignoring all of the specific circumstances that he must first meet just to say that he beats the funny rubber pirate. However, let me just say one thing. However, rubber pirate. However, let me just make one thing crystal fucking clear. At that point, I don't think you actually want.
At that point, I don't think you actually want.
One thing crystal fucking clear. At that point, I don't think you actually want to scale the series fairly. More so, you just want to say that your favorite character wins the fight. So with all that being said, it's in my genuine and honest opinion that Luffy outright beats Naruto in every single category I can think of. Whether it's range, speed, durability, endurance, pain tolerance, destructive capacity, and overall attack potency, Monkey D. Luffy absolutely and irrefutably curb stomps the living hell out of Naruto and Naruto.
Yeah, we got done with one. Don't worry, most of the research is already done, which is what I spent most of this. I low-key could have edited for you back in the day, but my PC is dead as fuck right now and my mobile can't even handle CapCut. You're fine. I appreciate it.
Hell out of Naruto Uzumaki within the first 100 chapters of their story. Thank you all so much for watching. Part 2 will be out eventually. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. Peace out.
You gonna rage quit the video? I don't personally care. Yeah, we finally finished part 1. Yep, we did. Man, at that. This was the prologue. Can't wait for the actual video. Yeah, I can't wait either. Okay, so you guys want to hear the full fucking thing? You guys want to hear the full fucking 3-hour uncut version of the voice recording? Well, cut version, because I actually did edit it. You guys want to hear the whole thing? Hey, how's it going, everyone? Before we even begin with the video, I want to ask a big favor from you, the viewer. No worries, I'm not going to ask you to do any of that algorithm. Holy shit, 25! Holy shit! Drake, thank you so much. Your Drake Corp paycheck for your work, and you deserve more, by the way. Neon Odyssey for D&D will have its playtest coming out in the end of August. If you want a break to play some tabletop, be happy to include for the sci-fi fun. I'm good on D&D for now, just because I'm not the type to, like, really follow through with those kind of games. There's a lot of stuff in there that, like, I don't know, just not for me. All the dice rolling, all the stuff on the side. I've tried it. I need to try it again with a friend of mine. But, I really do appreciate it. Seriously, thank you so much. You get some W's for Drake. This is spoilers, but I don't care. No, the first, like, 15 minutes is just me explaining, like my metric and everything. I really appreciate it. Now that this is done, I just need to start the editing process, but in order to do that, actually, this actually does come in handy, because, I do need to buy Vegas again, so whenever I think I'll start tomorrow. I'll buy Vegas. I don't want to do it right now just because I don't want to have to put my credit card information into my computer and everything and just, like, buy it. But we could start the editing process soon. Yeah, not good at role-playing. Acting confirmed. You know what? Maybe I'm not good at role-playing. Dude, I'm just tired. That shit is, not, like, physically tired right now. Like, mostly, like, just tired of, like, just this single part. Like, dude, this was... Let me zoom out for you guys. These are all of these fucking sessions of me just reading, verbalizing, verbalizing, blah, 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 blah. What the fuck was this one about? Arlong simply grows a new set of teeth, stating that they will grow back each time stronger than before. These actually then rips out 2 more layers of teeth in order to try and bite Luffy using his grip strength. As their fight progresses, Luffy is capable of taking one of these sets of teeth. Okay, so now that we finished part 1, what's next? Well, for starters, okay. Let me zoom out. Fair enough, but the door will always be open for you. I appreciate that. And I'll definitely take you up on that at some point. But for now, For anyone in the main channel, I'll be happy to include. I'll definitely be down for that. Can't believe people actually do the AI girlfriend thingy. Yeah, some people actually do. I always wanted to try, but my friend groups are usually busy. It's definitely one of those things, like, you definitely need to have, like, people who are dedicated to trying it out and to, like, finishing it. I get it. When you finish a big project, you just feel tired because you just remember everything you had to do. 3 hours long is commendable. Yeah. No. Here's the thing. That recording was the easy part. Out of everything that I've done, even though to me, it's the part I dislike the most, I do not like, and I really do not like the voice recording aspect of it. This is the easiest part. From here on out, it's literally putting it in the timeline, compressing the whole thing, putting it in a timeline, and then throwing it, and then starting to, like, throw everything together. Luckily for me, most of the information that I did speak about was mostly part 1 relegated, so let's just export the audio now. Jesus, how fucking long is this thing gonna be? Yeah, it's gonna take like a minute to, like, do this. So it's not the worst thing in the world, right? It's the actual editing process that'll take, like, the longest amount of time for me. And no, it's not that I don't like hearing myself talk. At some point, you just get over that. Like, it is a thing. Sometimes people genuinely don't like to hear themselves speak on a recording. I don't personally mind that too much. It never really, like, bothered me that much. But I will say that the part that, like, has me is just, like, all of the editing that I'm gonna have to do. I'll probably try to, like, simplify the editing a bit. I don't know how exactly I'm gonna do it. I'll probably just set up all the images first, like I usually do, and then throw them in. But I think what I'm also gonna do is probably just set up all the Naruto stuff, all the One Piece stuff, like, on the end of the timeline, like maybe like 4 hours in. I'll probably set up all, like, the One Piece stuff, and the Naruto stuff, I'll set it all up in a specific way, and then I'll go from there. Well, I mean, if it's singing, it's a little bit different. Nobody ever likes the way that they sound unless they're, like, maybe like a professional artist. It is fun, but it's also very time-consuming. By the time I'm usually done, what enraged MCU Wanda will do to the One Piece verse, I don't know, because I don't scale MCU. Isn't the MCU Wanda, like, the weakest version of Wanda? Does she have any beyond light speed feats? Because if she doesn't, I've seen her, like, literally not be capable of reacting to certain people. So if she can't react to beyond light speed characters, she just gets her head cut off by, like, Zoro or something. Like, we gotta, like, forget what her powers do. If she just gets speed blitzed, it kind of doesn't matter. Unless she has the ability in the MCU to regrow her own head. I don't know. I tried watching that Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie a while, like, years ago. Didn't really like it. Although I did see how powerful she was. Hody Blitz. If I stay at 3 hours is way more of a podcast. If it stays at 3, it's gonna stay at 3 hours. I'm not shrinking it down because I had to basically make every single point I could think of. So you can just have PNGs just floating around until you need, like, visual representation. I'll just have the random background I always use. I'll just have, like, the random backgrounds. Spider-Man at the most is massively hypersonic. Hope you have a good one, Cav. Hope you have a good one, man. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Okay, I'm gonna put this away now. I don't need my tablet anymore. I'm starting my YouTube journey soon, by the way. Good shit. Let me know whenever you get your YouTube stuff out, Peter. I'd be down to check it out. Imagine your video for this one gets recognized by Seth the Programmer. He gives his 2 cents. I mean, I don't have the most respect for Seth the Programmer, only because of the shit that came out with all those allegations a couple of years ago that ended up kind of being true. So I don't really care for him. But I used to watch his video content a lot. I definitely used to watch his content a lot. But I mean, if it gets recognized by him, then cool. Must mean that it's doing well enough that, like, it's getting the attention of other YouTubers. I think the only one I would like to talk to, as far as, like, that like the Naruto power scaling hemisphere, I think the only one I'd like to talk to is, like, maybe Six from Tokyo, maybe Swag Kage. The other guys I generally don't care for. Is an amazing content creator, but a terrible human being? Probably. The title is diabolical? Yeah. Eon, you ready? You ready for GTA 6? We actually talked about GTA 6 earlier, Jaxel. I will not be getting the game. I have never once in my life have ever cared for GTA story. I've never once beaten a single GTA playthrough. Whether it was Vice City, San Andreas, or it was Vice City. No, it was Vice City. It was another one. I think it was one with like a guy that was like Italian or something. It was Vice City. It was it San Andreas? It was what? It was like two GTAs for like the PSP, GTA 5, and that's kind of it. Listen, as long as the games is the greatest Naruto power scaler, and I will stand on it, cool. As long as it's not. So what happened to Seth? He still makes content. He still makes content. GTA 4 is your personal favorite? Yeah. The thing about GTA 6 is that if it's not online, I'm not buying it, and I would never pay $80 for a game that isn't complete. I refuse to purchase a game like GTA 6 where where a portion of the game is sealed off unless I pay $100. It's just not worth it. Commemorating this moment in history. I really appreciate that, Gigas. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Guys, can we get some W's for Gigas as well? 4, 3, San, and 3 were the only ones I completed the story. Who's your favorite GTA 5 MC? Mine's is Michael. I like Michael, and I like the I forgot what the black guy and the other guy's name were. I like the black guy a lot too. I like this friend that like did that really funny ass like intro cutscene where like he called him an N-word right at the end because he was like, don't come at me because I'm beautiful. You still got that I think he said fugazi haircut or something. He came at him really funny. I thought he was great. Franklin, yeah, I like Franklin. I always like this card too. Franklin and Trevor. That's right. I got like 4 hours into 5 story and dropped it. I got far enough into 5 story where like I got to play with all the guys and I was like, yeah, this is just not for me. But yeah, I don't know. It's just GTA Online. If I could play GTA Online with my friends, do some heists together and stuff, that would be great. But otherwise, I could not care less. I genuinely, GTA is not one of those games for me. Yuli Latu Kefu. He played Dwayne Johnson. Is a so-called young rock apparently. Oh, cool. Julio, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Let's get some W's for Julio as well. Holy shit, guys, I really do appreciate all the love you guys are giving me. What the fuck were we gonna search up? What was I gonna do? Oh, right. What's next? What's next? Okay, well, for one, video editing. Video editing. I don't know. A 30-minute video usually takes me about 2-ish weeks to 1.5 to 2-ish weeks. 1.5. 1.5 to 2-ish weeks to finish. This video is 3 hours long. How long is it? 3 hours and what? This video is 3.5 hours long, so you do the math. Part 2 will cover everything from the pre-time skip of both stories. So 145 chapters for Nart and 497 chapters for Luff. Do you think the Straw Hats will have another time skip? No, I don't think they'll have another time skip. I would hope that they do not have another time skip. I would beg the series not to give us another fucking time skip, dude. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Fucking hours. Holy moly cow. It's funny that you mention a cow. It's funny that you mention a cow because yeah. Isn't it kind of crazy that the Uzaru transformation and Sage mode both offer the exact same amp? What if you release the audio for members to listen to, though I understand that it can get leaked? I would probably release the audio when the video is almost done. Like, maybe like an hour left. I could probably do it like that. I could release it to members on Discord. Naruto is more iconic than Usagi? Usagi as in Sailor Moon. Which series sold more copies? Naruto or Sailor Moon? Naruto sold significantly more copies than Sailor Moon. Well, there's your answer. I guess so. I always thought it weird that like their whole thing, at least from like a not even like a scaling perspective, I guess just from like a logical perspective. Because we can obviously tell Luffy isn't ready to face Imu. Oh yeah, I mean he doesn't need a time skip for it. He got more powerful within the post time skip alone than just training. I thought Sailor Moon was weak. Yeah, same. But apparently she has the power to like rewrite a whole universe or some shit. Yo, Eon, and Sanji and Zoro get a power-up this arc, then most likely Luffy gets something too. And if so, what type of Haki ability will you think he'll get? Probably just better mastery or better utilization of their Conqueror's Haki. I think that's just what they have to figure out. Sanji has to learn how to use Conqueror's Haki. Zoro has to learn how to manipulate his Conqueror's Haki. What do I think is more popular between Naruto or Luffy? Luffy, 100%. The series literally sold more books than Naruto by like a wide margin. It outsold Superman. Popularity-wise, maybe you could say Naruto in the West, but even in the West, we literally have a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade float with Luffy in it before Naruto ever even so much as got any kind of, like, you know, recognition for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, One Piece also has, like, a ton of collaborations with, like, I think it was, wasn't it, like, the NBA? Yeah, no, it's 100% Luffy. 100% Luffy. Like, it's not even a bias thing. It's really just, like, I don't see Naruto as much in media as I see Luffy. It's still the most watched anime ever, even at 14 years after it's finished. I would probably disagree with that, considering One Piece has more episodes, a longer playtime, and a longer watch time. But yeah, it's whatever. Whatever makes you feel better. I don't think any of that's important. Yeah, the Lakers and the Popeyes. Let me ask you guys a question. All right? And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to type something in. Help me can you offer a better way of doing part 2? Can you offer a better way of doing part 2 in regards to chapter count? In regards to chapter count. Chapter count. So, I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been thinking about a way of, like, getting this to work. Mostly just because I'm having a bit of an issue. There's going to be a McDonald's toy line for SpongeBob at a One Piece collab. Check it out. Really. McDonald's. One Piece collab. Can't you just do a video for each forum? No, that would be extremely lazy, and it wouldn't give me a proper way of, like, setting up both characters. Holy shit, they really are. Wow. I mean, Yeah, you're asking me which series is more popular? Here's One Piece literally doing a collab with SpongeBob, dude. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, Naruto did a collab with Dragon Ball like 15 years ago, but One Piece is still getting collabs, man. To re-edit so you can see. Took you. Ninja, don't hate me because I'm beautiful, Ninja. Maybe you got rid of the old yee haircut. You get some biz on your day. Should get back in the lab? Maybe. I think the guy is just... I think the guy made his story. He's proud of his story, and he's just taking a break. The guy made so much money, he doesn't need to work another day in his life if he doesn't want to. He's just gaining royalties and revenue from Naruto. Like, if I wasn't... Listen, if I was the writer for a story, and my story had a massive, like, fan... like a fan war between, like, another story, I don't care, dude. That's not my prerogative. How people feel or what people think is going to be the case isn't indicative of like what I need to do in my time, man. It's just, I made the character, I did the thing, I feel good about it, I'm done. So, Luffy, Usopp, Sanji, Gary, Jinbei, and Frankie and Big Mom. I find it so funny that Zoro didn't get anything, and I only say that because Sanji got something but Zoro didn't. Where the fuck is Patrick? Why didn't they make Patrick Zoro? I guess they didn't want to make Patrick look too stupid. But Naruto's story can be explored so much and the fandom is healthy. I would disagree with the fandom being healthy. I would 100% disagree with the fandom being healthy when I can literally just show you Naruto versus Luffy debacles and both sides of the fan bases are toxic. It's not just, again, you gotta be, if you're gonna talk about one story, you got to be able to say, okay, well, my fan base is also toxic. I'll say it too. One Piece fandom is also very toxic. Both fandoms have their toxic people. It's not just one fandom is not just healthy and the other one isn't. No pretty sure there is a Zoro Patrick. Is there? I guess. Huh. Nami is Sandy. I don't know who the Flying Dutchman's supposed to be. I can't tell what this is. Is that supposed to be Gear 5 SpongeBob? And Pearl is, Robin. Cool. Is here not toxic. So you're saying that my fan base is not toxic? I guess. Do you think character durability only scaled when the author wanted to? Because I see people like Sonic able to destroy massive stuff, but the moment he gets hit, he gets knocked out. Yeah, it's mostly point by point type of thing. The fan base is alive. Yeah, but that's the thing, right? You could expand a lot on the Naruto story, but I feel like the issue is that like a lot of people just didn't like the expansion of aliens essentially being the reason why people have chakra. Like, people didn't like that. There were ways to expand the history of Naruto that didn't involve having to make it aliens, but now that we have to go with the alien subtopic, it's just like it is being expanded on. It's Boruto. Could things be expanded like the other clans, how the other clans came to be? Do any of them have any connection to the Otsutsuki, or are they just like clans of some of the original followers? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of ways that one can go about this. They really are, but, I mean, the writers just don't want to do that. If I was writing a story, my family started arguing with other authors, everything that man put out, I would try to dunk on it. Oh, this guy just reached mountain level? My character can blow. Yeah. Like, if I had a fan base that got extremely toxic, like if I was an author, right? And maybe in the future I might try to put up my own story, but if I was an author and I did put out a story and the characters were super duper powerful, but I noticed that my fan base was like getting super toxic about it, I'm gonna be so real. I would at one point just like write some author statement saying, you know what? Yeah, I know about the power scales. How about this, power scalers? Our universe has the materials in our universe are weaker than, I don't know, a wooden wall or some shit. Or Or like a plaster wall. Yeah, plaster walls are like would be like adamantium in my world or some shit, just to like really fuck with all the scaling and pixel calcs and shit. Be sure that 40% of One Piece fanbase will not like the ending of One Piece. I mean, every single series has had some issue with the ending. Naruto, Bleach, Black Clover had a bad ending apparently. My Hero had a bad ending apparently. JJK had a bad ending. JJK Modulo had a bad ending. Like how many stories and series don't have bad endings? Everyone will say they're just not gonna like the ending for whatever reason. Because it's not gonna be the ending that people wanted. Where would you scale? Where would Naruto scale on the speed stat? Where would Naruto scale in terms of speed? In what version of Naruto are you referencing? Which sub fandom is more toxic, power scaling or shipping? I don't know enough about shipping fandoms to tell you whether or not it's more toxic. I genuinely wouldn't be able to answer that. Power scalers are brain dead a good chunk of the time, while shippers are fucking feral. I've never really interacted with shippers. I'm gonna be honest with you. Neither did My Hero or Chainsaw Man. But so many people will tell you, and I'm just using that as an example to just say that, like, listen, as long as I am happy with the One Piece ending, I don't give a fuck if any one of you or if sorry, not Oda, or if anyone in the fan base doesn't like it. I think that just has to be the metric that you go by. If you as an individual are okay with the way a series ended, fuck everybody else's opinion, you're happy with it, you don't have to justify it, you just have to say, I like the way it ended. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to say. It's really never that complicated. If you say, well, I didn't like it because I didn't like it, sure, that's fine. And if somebody asks you why, just say, because I didn't like it, and that's it. It really just is that simple. And sometimes that's just the end of the conversation. If you don't really feel like exploring it or whatever reason, yeah, it's fine. Like, I'm 100% sure that when One Piece ends, there will be so many fucking people that will probably come here and say, yo, that fucking ending, bro. What happened to your garbage ending? Yo, you guys really waited 1,000 chapters for, like, I'm already ready for that shit, man. I feel like I've mentally prepared for that. Disagree, the ending was completely coherent with the writing of Chainsaw Man. At best, it wasn't satisfying. Yeah, I could see that. There should be a 2-piece with Makino's son. That would be funny. Hot take, I like the Metamorphosis ending with Josuke. Josuke? Metamorphosis? After so long, I just hope that One Piece ends. I'm tired of seeing the series trying to continue after the climax has been reached. The climax hasn't technically been reached yet. Can we bring back Muzan to make Eon crash out again? Fuck no. And if Muzan does come back, I'm telling him straight up, dude, I need you to actively read and like build some reading comprehension skills and not just listen to whatever the fuck some random ass power scaler on the internet that you follow because he glaces Naruto says. Because real fucking talk, the concept of Kakuzu having an entire mountain fall on his fucking head is insane to begin with, and the fact that the very page that you were trying to talk about didn't even cover that? Yeah, no. Fuck no, bro. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not checking up Metamorphosis. Believe it or not, the Metamorphosis Josuke ending was introduced into the canon after the author said how much people liked, so he basically, yeah, it's canon, fuck it. Okay. I know One Piece hasn't hit the climax, but I mean, the series like Naruto or DBZ, got you. Let's, let me pull up some stuff. LNS and everything anime. Let me look up some Facebook groups. I wanna look up some more posts from Facebook. Naruto versus Luffy. I don't give a shit about that. Naruto versus Luffy. Group Facebook. Let's look up the group. We'll check out some posts. Let's see what people have been saying all over the internet. Super Krillin? Probably. Super Krillin? Probably. You can make the argument. I don't know how he hurts Kaido. I don't know how exactly he hurts Kaido. LNS. I don't know how he beats a Logia user either. LNS, Naruto, real weeb death battle. Yeah. No, I'm not signing in. No, I am not signing Real Weeb Death Battle. Wait, what did the Facebook thing? Extreme, typical refers to extreme fan-driven internet debates and community groups. Alright. I just want 2-piece right away. Ichigo is hunting you. The last saved anime image protects you. Kizaru versus JJK. Out away your nostalgia bias. These freaks make light work of Madara. They're not gonna. They keep pulling the it's a 10-tail, so it's the same as the previous, despite it being stated to be far different and karma amped. Jinchuriki over a tailed beast. Jura, a Timu 10-tails with sentience and intelligence. Madara and 10-tails and Jinchuriki. Jura is still hurt by ninjutsu. Madara is immune to ninjutsu. Madara has better feats. Madara over Jura, except you don't understand how power system works. Feats over narrative. Madara mogs those bums. Wow, bro really said feats over the narrative. Cool. Sukuna solos. Stops at 2. 1, 2, 3. I think he could beat Naruto. I think he could. Let's see. I really don't think anyone in the Narutoverse is capable of stopping Thrag if he pops out of nowhere claiming ownership of the planet. I'd like to hear your views, so drop them in the comments. Bunch of yapping, no real arguments. I can give you a real argument. No one in Naruto is faster than Thrag. His durability is way crazier than anything Naruto has shown. Strength, he outscales. Without verse equalizers, no genjutsu works, and taijutsu's out of the question. Naruto ninjutsu magic. It's magic tricks which Thrag of which is magic tricks of which Thrag won't be threatened. Facts, but to be honest, it really depends how well genjutsu works on them. Yes, Sekitachi's enough. Uchiha, you guys are sensational. I'm crying. This is some really bad AI. This is some really bad AI shit. Atto's live, by the way. Oh, cool. I don't know if you want to join him. Anime Atto? Let me check him out real quick.
Rame, and Muzan just has significantly better poison. So let me just, I already know what some of the contentions are going to be, so I'm just gonna see if people bring anything up.
Yo.
Poison will probably kill those who don't have RCT or poison resistance. Okay, so that's another thing. People are gonna be like, I'll just pull up the this chapter.
People disrespect the humans for no reason, especially Yamcha. Yamcha ironically solos a bunch of people's favorite verses.
No, it's the chapter afterwards.
People are gonna bring up Argo?
That people like Yuta are exempt from this because he can heal poisons. I agree that he can heal poisons. I agree that he can heal poisons. That's fine. The thing about that is that Muzan can just poison him again by scratching Yuta. So, and we know that Yuta, that RCT drains Yuta to a significant degree.
May thou give thy impression of mine's earliest statement. Got you, my bad. Is it crazy to say that I don't want One Piece to end soon? I'm 20, this shit has genuinely been my entire life since I first found the first issue in kindergarten library giveaway. Real story? Really? Honestly, listen, One Piece is going to finish at some point. Whether it's in the next 5 years, whether it's in the next, like, 50 years. All I'm saying is that, like,
someone like Yuta
it is nice to finally put something to rest, and it's not like it'll be the last thing for One Piece to ever come out. But I see what you're saying.
His reverse curse technique is a problem, but it consumes a lot of curse energy. He used it every time Kurushi, Uro, and I used our big moves. Ryu and Uro and Kurushi hit him with about, like, less than 10 significant injuries. Like, Yuta didn't get injured that much in the grand scheme of things. Like, he only got hit, like, with, like, a couple big moves. And he only used RCT like a couple times.
No, elementary
really
school libraries could
that
definitely have it.
If a domain expansion, because Uram.
You don't want to die until you see the end? I definitely want to see the end. I hope I don't die before I see the ending. The anime sucks, I'm sorry. That's fine, that's a fair enough thing to have. Krillin on the NZ doesn't beat Cell, it's just Akira made an inconsistency which made us think he beat Cell, but Dabura is relative to Cell, and he was a little above Gohan, who's above Krillin. Got you. Kaido slants come on now. Gate's guy will die regardless. Had Kaido bent space? LOL, no. Has no time limit for being a beast. Guy one-shots next victim. Cracking your system for show. Well, somebody's clearly enjoying their music. The fuck is this guy? But Kaguya has used Genjutsu on humans and souls. Aizen has never used Kyokatsuigetsu on humans. The fact. Bleach fans, I'm waiting to reply. Yes, it's Naruto fans that have to prove why Genjutsu would work in both verses. One second, guys. Sorry, guys. I was talking to my mom real quick. She just came back. Where does Kizaru stop in Bleach? There's not a single character in Bleach that can touch Kizaru. What are we talking about? I guess maybe Rukia, but Rukia gets speed blitzed. What do you guys keep arguing when the outcome's already clear? Because you've seen Naruto get clowned by a punch and Luffy punches harder than anything in the series. Using AI to debate is laughable. At least use it to gather info. The second dudes like you start using AI as proof is the second you admit you have no actual arguments. At least AI agreed. At least I agreed. I'm crying. Because you've seen Naruto get clowned by a punch. Yeah. At least AI agreed. Does AI agree? So to One Piece, no, you smarter than AI. You can trick an AI to say whatever it wants. This prompt that acknowledges a higher DC but still have Luffy winning. Outskills Luffy in raw destructive power, holds specific matchup that allows him to... yeah. Say, are you smarter than AI? Remember that AI takes people's opinions, and if you're correct, yeah. Like, this is what I mean when I say that, like, yeah, people just take things from the most surface level perspective possible. It's really not even me saying something biased at that point. It's me just straight up telling you. Kid Buu versus Ichigo. Buu has literally been blown to smithereens and regenerated. This is literally nothing. And he regenerates his soul. Soul King Ichigo might have a chance. Ichigo doesn't have the speed to do that. Yeah. Hulk versus Omni-Man. Who do you guys think would win between Hulk versus Omni-Man? I want to hear some arguments. Oh, that's something that we should do. We should look up one of these anime versus debate groups, and we should just like find a random conversation to have, and we can have like debates based on like what people are saying on these groups. That sounds fun. Depends on the Hulk. Depends on the Hulk. Anybody wants to debate me on any of these topics right here? As long as I actually know the characters. I'm crying. Look at this shit. Somebody wrote MFTL plus. I'm crying. I will say some of these AI uses are pretty funny. Insane feat. Naruto speed truly inexcendable. Meanwhile, Luffy and his giant form is still holding them like toys. Neck turn speed is crazy. Why wouldn't Chakra work on One Piece Logia users? So if One Piece users are untouchable due to their devil fruit, you try to punch them and their bodies turn into the element and particles that make their scatter, and only with a haki that you can hit them. And in Naruto, there's a chakra combination. You know the rest. In Naruto, we were shown the ninjas could walk on water by coating his feet with chakra, and this Applied chakra prevents the water particles from spreading across, enhancement making the solid ground. No one in Naruto tells me why chakra wouldn't work, because it just won't. Because literally I just explained why it would work. No, you didn't. You loosely elaborated why it should work. You run out of chakra, you die. You won't die out of hockey from running out of hockey. Are fundamentally not the same thing. Hockey is a manifestation of will/spirit. Chakra is fuel for techniques. Willpower equals hockey, specialized technique. Nature plus physical energy. Yo, somebody finally knows what the fuck they're talking about. Be careful, Leon. If you debate with the group on Facebook, they get toxic as fuck. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about us. We can have a conversation. What topics? I'm down. Like, anything that just shows up here. Anything that shows up here. Like, any of these groups that pop up, like, Boruto versus Kawaki. Kaido versus, Emu. Owlman, Evil Batman versus Deadpool. Like, we can have these discussions. I'd be down to hear you guys... I'd be down to get some conversations from you guys. Yujiro Hanma versus Akaza, or Ulquiorra versus Shikamaru, you know? I think this would be interesting. Naruto, out of context moment. Lowballing a character from One Piece ignores the full power system. Being off guard, drained, out of energy, can lower a character's defenses. Always scale with context and efficiency. Off guard does not equal full durability. Exhaustion matters. Context over agenda. Somebody actually made this, and I actually do appreciate this. It's always people ignoring weapon scaling. Like, yes, bending reality is cool, but God forbid that sword scales to the user. Then we have Tobirama at rod level. I'm crying. Alright, bet. Or Batman, I don't care. I'll take Deadpool. Who here knows Batman? Can you scroll up? Because I think I saw someone calling Luffy a copycat. Oh, yeah. How did Eiichiro Oda use Naruto's Bakai no Jutsu in One Piece? In a special interview between Eiichiro Oda and Masashi Kishimoto, Oda openly admitted that he adopted Choji Akamichi's technique, specifically the Bakai no Jutsu, multi-size technique from the Naruto manga, or Monkey D. Luffy's Gear 3 move, Gomu Gomu no Giganto Pistoru, because he thought it looked really cool. I do know Batman well. Alright, you guys want to have a debate? Would you guys want to have it live? I can be quiet in the background just scrolling while you guys have a debate live if you guys want to. I know comics very well. Ask me anything. Alright, would you guys be down to do this live? Where was that interview? I don't recall. I don't recall where the interview was. I can't believe the greatest and most perfect mangaka of all time is copying from Naruto. Why, Oda? Shonen Games, 2 Giants of Manga, full interview. I can debate in an hour? We could do that in an hour. If you guys are down. Bro, didn't One Piece come out before Naruto? What the actual fuck? Yeah, but Kishimoto made Choji do that before Luffy ever used third gear, I guess. Eon, want to know something funny? People used to scale Gojo's meat size based on his hand size and waist length. That is kind of sad, I would argue. According to you, Naruto is a copycat of Goku. Inspiring yourself off of someone's art isn't bad. You're all just too insecure that you made it sound like it. That says a lot about who needs validations or reactions to feel that their manga is great. Yes, and according to Boruto fans, Bleach copied them. Oh, I don't want to click on people's profiles. That was a mistake. Yeah, I can do it live, but I don't have any scans or anything. I just like to hear you guys talk about it. You guys can just talk about it, bring up random stuff that you guys would like to talk about, maybe a specific version of Deadpool or Batman. I guess in this case it would have to be Owlman, but you guys could just talk about it. You don't need it to really pull up or just talk about anything. Just, you know, like a back and forth, like a simple back and forth, like in a comment section, you know? Ano's Voldigode and Rimuru Tempest. Almost like both mangas are BFFs. Yeah, both mangakas are BFFs in real life. What other funny-ass posts can we do? Goku's attack potency versus Dragon Ball Universal Destruction. My response to Crollo Novacreon. Crollo, below is David's response to my previous post. This guy making 3 claims. Goku cannot physically interact with anything other than matter. Therefore, his raw IP is limited only to physical matter within the universe. The only reason he can affect the entire universe is because he has hacks-based abilities, shockwaves, and only through those can he affect the entire universe. AP can be higher than DC. See more. Goku's AP doesn't scale to his Battle of Gods shockwave. Instead, Goku's AP scales to Moro's explosion, which is galaxy level. Hence, Goku's AP scales lower than David, yeah, I was saying, but I didn't say AP isn't higher than DC. Rebuttal. Ki, the shockwaves in question do not equal hacks because it does not bypass conventional scaling. Goku's ki extends to his physical and non-physical attacks because his physical and non-physical attacks have been shown to scale with his ki increases. Therefore, Goku scales to his ki, and his interactions are not limited only to the physical matter as we've seen in the world of Void Feet. Where does it say that those shockwaves are actually just ki? Yeah, ki scales to it, but not in all aspects. For example, Goku was fighting Frieza. Frieza threw an island at him. Goku was struggling with that island, yet at the time Goku was capable of easily destroying planets with ki attacks. The Void Feat was limited onto a specific area. If he transcended the universe with his ki, why wasn't the ki felt in Universe 7 or Universe 11? If Goku can do that with an infinite void, does that mean ki is infinite? As you said, Goku's ki extends to his physical and non-physical attacks because both his physical and non-physical attacks have been shown to scale with his ki increase. Obviously not. If he has infinite ki, why does he lose to Black Frieza? Crollo, DC cannot logically be higher than attack potency because attack cannot output more energy than the total power behind it. AP measures the total energy output of an attack. DC measures the environmental damage to the area affected. I'm not saying AP is higher than DC. Wow, this is just pedantic. Alright, I'm over it. They're just yapping too much. If it's not a structured debate there where I have to find scans, then yeah, I'm down to do that right now. Drake said he could do it in an hour. Or will you be available in an hour? W. Thomas Wayne Jr. mentioned in the big 2026. Naruto scales to his chakra? Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever read or watched the series Mad Guy? Yeah, I didn't like the way the characters look. You can do a 1v8 and Sanji is still violating. Sanji cooks them. Either of them cook Sanji. Lewis, no, but this scenario odds in their favors. No, the fuck it is not. People really make shit up. Should we have a debate tournament again? I would think about maybe having a debate tournament again. I was thinking about maybe having it. Simple 15-minute debates, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's what I was thinking about, having a debate where you guys just debate me. I don't know about an hour. An hour from now. An hour from now. You don't know if you can do it in an hour? That's okay. Killer B versus Zoro. What are people saying for Killer B versus Zoro? In terms of swordsmanship and no powers, B has better technique, but with powers, Zoro wins no diff. His AP is just too high for someone like B. When Killer B does something like this with just swords, then you can say he has better swordsmanship. This wasn't just swords. Zoro used Haki here. Zoro doesn't have Haki at this time. This was pre-time skip Zoro. Zoro didn't learn Haki yet. Here is Zoro's swordsman feat without Haki. You give B swordsmanship or Zorodan. Maybe I missed something. Gotta go watch and see some Killer B scenes. It's hard to gauge because B most definitely uses chakra to boost his moves, so I don't know what his speed caps at without chakra. Show me B swordsmanship feats versus Zoro without powers, because this is insane. Zoro is better pure swordsman feats and Alabasta cutting buildings down with one swing. The difference between B and Zoro is that B's sword style is meant to combo you endlessly, death by 1,000 cuts. Zoro's style is trying to end the fight as fast as possible, and Sanji will mock him. That is true. That is actually very much true. I don't like forcing you into a position you don't believe in. I'd take pre-time skip Luffy over Namek Frieza or something. You want to debate Namek Frieza versus pre-time skip Luffy? We could do that right now. I'm down for it. Fuck it. You wanna argue that? Fuck it, I don't think I've ever had a back and forth with you, Aura. Luffy beats Goku. Would you guys be down to watch that? I really like B's skills and ability to wield 8 swords. I think B's a really good swordsman from the perspective of handling 8 sword style, but I don't know if handling more swords. I have to go out right now, but I'm up for it when I get back if you're cool with it. Yeah. If you're back before like 6 p.m., then sure. I mean, skin color matches and that pictures up there will never happen, because if Zoro clashes with B, it'll most likely be Zoro to split B in half. The strength difference is way too far. Even if you give him 8 tails, he's going to end up as a takoyaki. Stupidest take when Zoro clearly has the advantage of being a mountain slicer and learned essence cutting techniques when he fought Daz pre-time skip. That doesn't even include Enma or his other 2 blades into the equation. If you're not a One Piece watcher, you probably think I'm having some kind of weird magic backing swordsmanship. Nope, it's all muscle. I'm up to date with the anime and manga. Zoro's barely above mountain/city level. B-tailed beast bombs can erase entire landscapes with no effort and do it multiple times. Zoro might be better than Sasuke when he fought B, but he'll still lose. We both know it won't land. Even if it lands, it'll probably hand it like a double Hakao. Okay. Negs this takoyaki. Dumbest take ever. I get the Zoro's supposed to be strong and fast, but the art style of Killer Bee's swords moving makes you think One Piece drawing fights looks pathetic. When I see Killer Bee versus Sasuke, show me Zoro doing some shit like that. I mean, you don't need to see Zoro do some shit like that. He just breaks through all of his blades. What the fuck are we talking about? Bee is a better swordsman to me compared to Sasuke. I'm sorry. You don't have to apologize for that. Trunks is a Mihawk victim? Yes, because he doesn't have a black blade. Sasuke relies a lot on Chidori. Zoro, the minority buff against Killer Bee. Yeah, people are just forgetting that he's the minority hunter and he'll just get a straight up 1000 plus stat amp if he's fighting someone who's black. Like, I don't think people understand that. I'll go to Zoro. What Bee has over Zoro is the 8-tailed beast bomb, which Zoro trained by world's greatest swordsman. Zoro will cut Bee in a second. The people are saying Zoro has more power than Beast has a lot because the feats speak for itself. He's literally damaged Kaido, who is drastically superior to Bee. Damaging something doesn't mean at all you're beating that person. Ichigo versus Araki, Naruto versus Sasuke, the list goes on. There's no way in hell Zoro can beat Sasuke. You and he couldn't be Killer Bee with a team. Get real. Besides having the 8 tails, what does Bee have over Zoro? Name and attacks. 6 more blades, better swordsman. Name and attack, slice and dice that ass. He also has the Lariat Bomb. Zoro's not beating a tailed beast from Gaara to Naruto. Sorry, but Zoro has the ability to cut explosions with ease. For real, for anyone to say Killer Bee, you're actually ultra biased. Bee's feat is nowhere near 25% of Zoro's cutting power. How many times did you see Zoro use an actual real sword technique except parodying like 50 episodes? Flying sword slashes and some random bullshit. That is a sword technique. Then, so Bee beat him? What's your point? My point is he will lose when it comes to swordsmanship. No, he wouldn't. Still argues Sasuke beats Bee. Yeah, your friend is on high amounts of copium. Much weaker. Well, actually, no, not really, because Bee did create a clone to just escape. Zoro destroys the anti-spiral. Yeah, all right. Was off guarded and took a massive blow since he didn't expect Bee to break out due to the 8 tails, but Bee was not going all out. Bee would still win. We're not even talking about Bee going all out. Sasuke had like multiple people to help him out and heal him on like 2 separate occasions. What are we talking about? Batman is way above Deadpool. Didn't Deadpool just kill the entire DC universe? Sorry, Marvel universe at one point? Yeah, didn't Deadpool like literally wipe out the entire Marvel universe? When he caught an elbow in the face, by the way. Naruto, Uzumaki, and Sasuke Uchiha versus Arthur, Boyle, and Shinra's Kusakabe. Yeah, that's gonna totally go well. Kisame was finished off in a silent duel. Room? Okay. I mean, no Naruto character has defense against law. It's one swing and GG's. Speed and TSO, they have many things. Is it Minato always said to be the fast because he can teleport, which Law can also do, so speed is irrelevant? Once Law has you in his bubble, it's a wrap. He doesn't have to physically make contact with you. Well, Room needs to be deployed, so also Zamehara and Kurama, like, those things prevent you from being soul swap. But against mid-tiers and low... Yeah, no, there's nothing that prevents them. One Piece fans are never beating the allegation. Humans, One Piece fans. Man, and people say that Naruto fans aren't toxic. And that man can't do anything. You just expose yourself. Not even a physical body can manipulate souls and exchange them in human bodies. He wins. That's not my point. Why did he replace a body part with a rock? He takes body parts with shambles, not switches them with random objects. Bro literally flicks rocks so he can switch positions with it. He has full control in his room. He can do whatever he wants. He does flick rocks. When did he switch a body part with one? Bro, you completely skipped Sabaody. You cannot accept that he can do what he wants inside a room because the devil probably can't use against someone powerful hockey, especially with advanced conquerors. Yep. Kurama still has claws and teeth, and a powerful Kurama avatar can hold off a Tensegai-powered golem. Yeah, okay. The Deadpool that killed the Marvel Universe was a different universe, if I remember correctly. He snuck most of the people he killed. Unless it's like Darkest Night. Batman can be stronger than Deadpool. He still doesn't have a way to kill Deadpool. That is true. Deadpool destroys the Marvel Universe? Wow. These comments won't like my Luffy argument. Someone was arguing Law has trash stamina versus Minato. It was Kurama's attack, Minato versus Onigashima Law. Yeah, no, they're just coping at that point. With gate level feats, he's strong enough to hurt Kurama, and Haki will one shot him, but he isn't. Yeah, okay. I'm tired. I'm getting tired of like reading some of these people's comments. Some of this stuff is just too much for me. What else we have here? Tamari versus Arlong. Damn. Tamari versus Arlong. Killing a Hulk in any capacity is a serious feat, even if it was a sneak attack. Didn't he kill... Wait, no. Didn't he kill Bruce Banner, not the Hulk? So Tamari Solo's smoker in because... No, Suigetsu can't amplify or increase the amount of water he has without outside source. Local users don't have that problem. Without that into consideration, would easily get blown away by a tornado or a cannon. Wasn't he trying to emphasize the blades? What it is, the power of wind will do the job. The problem with his regeneration and water abilities is that he can still take damage, and regeneration requires a lot of stamina, which is a limited power source. Zoro outscales a literal bomb versus a child. Haki doesn't work. It reverts to the target back to its default state. That's why it simultaneously works against non-Logia like Luffy, who has natural damage resistances. Okay. Which Tamari? It seems like it's Shippuden Tamari. I can't tell you if it's the one from the 5 Kage Summit or not. Although I see Tamari wearing her vest in the background. I mean, in the comic, his referee didn't kill Hulk at all. What he did was trick him into getting trapped under Mjolnir after getting Hulk to I saw a video of it. No. Didn't he, like, cut off Bruce Banner's head? I saw a video. Excuse me. I saw a video of it this morning. I saw a video of that this morning. I popped up, like, a random video of, like, Deadpool soloing the whole Marvel world. The only reason I know that is because I just watched it this morning. He killed Bruce Banner. It said it. Am I wrong? El Buda de los 1000 brazos es mucho más grande de la mayoría de los fans creen. Muchos asumen que tiene un tamaño similar al del 10 colas o Kurama. Pero al comparar las viñetas, la diferencia es abismal. Un Kurama completo, el Susano perfecto de Madara e incluso el 10 colas parecen diminutos a su lado. El golem de Madara por sí solo se asienta sobre la cabeza del Buda. Y el golem de madera ya tiene el tamaño de Kurama. Yeah. Eon speaks Spanish? Yes, I can speak Spanish. Uta versus Sarada? Yeah. Yeah, I gotta read this. I gotta read this. Uta, she has an instant win condition that's unblockable unless you see the future or are deaf. So rereading One Piece Mont Blanc Nolan is a weird level of Chad, killing a sea monster in the same species of snake that either Wiper nor Zoro could feasibly injure. Yeah, no, he was a problem. She started joning. Yeah. Tamari does, like, nothing in Part 2, though. She doesn't do anything in Part 2, though, but she does have, like, one jutsu that is supposed to be, like... She has, like, one jutsu that's supposedly, like, light speed. Why didn't Aokiji and Akainu destroy Punk Hazard during their 10-day fight? How come they have that? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what the last one says. Can a full-power Luffy tank or deflect Frieza's death ball? Dragon Ball characters do seem to ignore hacks whenever they're just blatantly stronger, so yeah, I could argue it. Guys, it's the Pokemon checkpoint. What is your favorite Pokemon? I'm not very big on Pokemon. I've always wondered how strong my team would be. If anyone else has an idea, I'd love to know. Why would you have Cyndaquil, Jigglypuff, and Lapras? Well, I guess Lapras is cool. The Guardian of Earth, and no one will, and the one who will pierce the heavens, I think you mean. Cyndaquil or Chikorita, it's a tough pick. Yeah, some of these guys are fucking boomers, dude. Lucario is a good pick. Lugia by a landslide, that's not bad. End yourself. Ew. Bro said Sylveon. Ew. Disgusting fucking fairy. Snorlax is always a great choice. Groudon is a great choice. What's you guys? And Feraligatr the GOAT? You guys are really fucking unks. Bro really said Feraligatr. Bro really said Typhlosion. You guys are unks. To be fair, though, those are always good picks. There's never a wrong reason to choose for Alligator or Typhlosion. Lucario is such a good choice as well. That's one of my favorites as well. Probably my favorite. Garchomp, fantastic choice. Incineroar, I guess if you like VGC or Smash. Squirtle's not bad. Definitely a boomer. Torterra the GOAT. Yep, bro definitely knows ball. Bro definitely knows ball. I only know Yellow Cat. Yellow Cat. Yellow Cat. Are you talking about Persian or Meowth? There's no laws against Pokemon, Eon.
There's no laws against Pokemon, Eon. You well should understand that they don't technically fall under the guise of animals.
There's some shit. Oh no, my faceplate's coming off. The near 30 man called a 19-year-old unk. It's a wrap. So are you 19 or are you 25? You keep telling me it's one or the other. Now at this point I'm just confused. Yes, you are unk. Zeraora is yellow. Yeah, it's also a cat. My favorite starter is like Infernape. Infernape's always a great choice. Infernape is awesome. Infernape's pretty good. Palkia. I loved Palkia growing up. Palkia is great. Someone said Onyx. Onyx is a pretty good one. Ew, Mimikyu. I think one of my girlfriend's cousins. One of her cousins, his favorite Pokemon is Mimikyu. He was like, "Oh, that's the GOAT." I had to like bite my tongue and just not say the words "fucking fairy" in front of him. Not to call him a fairy, but because Mimikyu is a fairy type Pokemon and I despise them. Eon, what do you think about the other monster battle series like Yu-Gi-Oh, Bakugan, Digimon? Bro. Alright, let's talk about Pikachu. Pikachu's not a cat, it's a mouse, but I see where you're coming from. Bro's a boomer, but fair enough. Good shit. No, that alternative universe Deadpool. Also, I don't IDAF if my Tortle is weak to a snowflake. I love him so much, bruh. I don't give a F if my Tortle is weak to a snowflake. I love him so much, bruh. Ignore my profile picture. I thought it was Aura with a hair across. Ah. Bakugan. Well, how did the back against the wall? What are you gonna do when the ops come stand against you? Back against the wall, you gotta give it your This is the final stand. The power's in your hand. Two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone. This is Bakugan. Yo, Bakugan was so fucking fun. I wish I learned how to play that game as a kid. I never got any Bakugan. Digimon, I'm a big Digimon fan. I think Digimon overall has just a better overall story than Pokemon. Usually the stories have a bit more thought into them than what Pokemon does. I prefer a lot of the designs as well. Personally, I used to love Digimon so much growing up. The idea of like having these creatures not even just evolve, but like literally going through some form of augmentation as they are slowly improving upon each other it was always such a cool concept. I've always been a Yu-Gi-Oh guy. I still watch Yu-Gi-Oh content daily, man. Like every single day I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh content. Like Farfa here watching Yu-Gi-Oh, but all the packs have buffs and debuffs. They gave my favorite deck of all time support. Art Mage, so I tried to dominate the Master Duel ladder with Art Mage. I like Yu-Gi-Oh. Original Duel Monsters. Let's talk about Yu-Gi-Oh real quick. Yu-Gi-Oh DM. So, original Duel Monsters Yu-Gi-Oh! If you guys ever grew up watching, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! OG, you already know what Aura is. You understand the concept of Aura. You understand the concept that is trusting an inanimate object and believing that you have some kind of a bond with it. I remember growing up, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like one of the biggest things, especially like in my elementary school. I remember hearing Yugi's voice for the first time in the English dub, because I started watching it in Spanish dub before I moved here. And it was such a deep voice in comparison. Original Yu-Gi-Oh! Did not teach you how to play the card game, though. It wasn't until we reached like Battle City Tournament, the Battle City Tournament arc, that it wasn't until we reached Battle City that we reached a point in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where like, okay, now we have an actual set of rules. Now we know what the cards can do, we know what the cards are capable of doing. Like, that's when you learn how to play the game. But then you go on and then you move on to like, let's say Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Bro, GX really did feel like the next generation. I was like 8 or 9 years old when this shit came out, man. I was like 8 or 9 years old. I remember coming home from school
Chilling out with your crew in the schoolyard. Finding trouble, never working too hard. Oh, back at class, they never taught us this. Sometimes you gotta let it hit or miss. Bro, that was like perfect mid 2000s opening. It had energy. It had like this like slice of life series where like the kids would like duel each other at school, and it would always be something crazy, man. And just look at the duel discs. I remember always being so jealous of my friends who had like the more advanced duel discs. My mom and dad, they would get me a dual disc that was like the OG kind, like OG Yu-Gi-Oh! I always loved that dual disc, but I didn't know for the longest time that it would fuck up your card sleeves. It was great, man. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds came out, man. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, I'll be honest, it wasn't for everybody. People didn't like card games on motorcycles. I remember the finger guns were so dumb they became funny, yeah. I remember growing up and watching this series, when a friend, I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For a bit because I just, you know, I was watching other stuff. Ben 10 was coming out, all the other series, and I didn't know how, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX ended. It just one day, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds was coming out. I was like, all right, let's check out what it was. And because I saw that the cards were on motorcycles, as a child, true story, when a friend of mine gave me a Turbo Booster, they gave me a card called Turbo Booster Yu-Gi-Oh! I thought this card was supposed to be a tuner monster because it was from like this era or whatever. It was in fact not a tuner monster. But I thought for like the longest time when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh, especially when like this season of Yu-Gi-Oh cards had come out, I thought to myself, man, so does that mean that in order to synchro summon I have to like run across down the street? That seems kind of weird. I was talking to my friends about it at the time. We were telling ourselves like, well, when we're old enough and we have the money to like buy motorcycles, we'll totally be able to play with the synchro monsters, because we thought you had to move fast to play synchro monsters. That was the whole bit of 5Ds. I was a dumb kid, all right. Then there was Beyblade. Now, some of you guys are really gonna call me Unk. Some of you guys are really gonna call me Unk, but I am a fan of OG Beyblade. First generation Beyblade. This was my Beyblade. Picking up speed, not a lot of time. Going head to head, it's your way of life. You gotta fall down, meet ground to get back up again. That's Beyblade. Bro, Dragoon was the coolest fucking monster big design I had ever seen. This giant wind dragon with like these awesome claws. I loved Beyblade. This was my shit growing up. I remember watching all the scenes. I remember asking my parents to buy me Beyblades. I was like, yo, anytime. I remember I got this like special Dronzer Beyblade that you could charge up with the spinner, and if you held the spinner, it had like a little magnet on the inside that would make it spin automatically, man. Whenever, by the next time that I saw Beyblade, it was the Metal series. It was the Metal series, and I gotta be honest with you, I was not a fan of this. This was around the point in time where I kept thinking to myself, why is he wearing a scarf? It's the middle of summer. They're in the middle of summer. This is a fucking... I was like 13 or 14 years old at the time. I remember I was still kind of like in middle school going into high school, and I was just thinking to myself, why the fuck is he wearing a scarf, dude? Now, I'll be honest and I'll just say it. Jinga Kagane, not my guy. A person a person wearing a scarf that serves no function, especially to keep you warm, I'm sorry, that character can go fuck themselves. Actually, fuck that character. I despise characters who wear a scarf for no functional reason. Just not for me. I didn't care for this series. I felt like the series was going, at least to me, Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip. Let's fight an epic battle. Spin off and spin the metal. No time for back down. No place for backing down. I thought Lightning El Drago was pretty cool. But the aesthetic, I don't care for aesthetic. If the aesthetic is a guy is randomly wearing a fucking nose bandage because apparently his nostrils are always congested and a fucking scarf for no reason, I hate that shit, man. I'm sorry. You're never going to convince me that a character who wears a scarf for no functional reason is going to even remotely be interesting to me. As soon as I see that, I'm automatically just calling the character a fucking fraud piece of shit. I'm sorry. I don't like Jenga Hagane, and I thought that they went too deep into like the whole card of the cards thing. This is like the season where I really thought to myself, this is just becoming too much like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, they saw what Yu-Gi-Oh! Did, and so now they're trying to replicate Yu-Gi-Oh! And some of you might be like, Eon, that's bullshit, come on. But I mean, like, come on now. Yu-Gi-Oh created the concept of the heart of the cards, trusting. Yu-Gi-Oh created the concept of the heart of the cards, trusting in your deck in order to win a game, and having like that moment of top decking a card that wins you a game. But like, dude, when they added the concept of like Blader's spirit, you having a connection with your spinning top, I'm like, this is just too derivative off of Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't personally like it, even though I did watch a lot of the Metal series. I didn't like Jenga that much, but I did decide to watch it because it was Beyblade. I did think that the English dub for this guy especially was so fucking annoying, especially after he got Dark Bull, because he just kept saying ba 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 bull, ba 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 blee, ba ba blah blah. It's like, bro, ba 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 bullshit. Shut the fuck up, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh started my gambling addiction. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh's not for gambling, so I wonder why you got into a gambling addiction. All right, what did you tag me in? You said you tagged me in something in general, in Gen Chat? Was it this? Sure.
Like Dick, yeah. Yeah, make it look like Shaft. Who's that man? Every cat becomes a bad bitch. Every cat is gonna be a bad bitch. Yeah, make the flowers freaky. Yeah. Y'all want the flowers freaky as hell. No, it's not a dog. It's a lizard that's wearing a dog, and then it turned into a wolf, and then the wolf put pants. Gun hands. Gun hands. Gun! I don't want it in the show if I can't fuck it later. I don't want it. Yo, what if we took Digimon and then we took the Digimon out of it? You know the fucking point? Where they...
Hot take. Hot take. Frontiers was good. Frontiers was fucking great. Isn't this the series where Moses parted the sea with a Beyblade? 100%. Huh? Yeah, it was the one where Moses parted the seas with a Beyblade. It is true. Has its problems, but it was fun. Yo, listen. Frontiers has its problems, but I genuinely did like it, and they still did add a Digimon aspect by including Bokomon, Nemon, and the eventual Patamon. I enjoyed it, man. I thought this one was okay. Wasn't my favorite season, but it definitely had one of the best songs. Look to the past as we head towards the future to reclaim the digital world. Bro, that shit was so fucking fire.
like grow together and evolve and bond. What if that's
the thing that separated like Digimon from Pokemon is that Digimon always touched a bunch of issues. That is canon Beyblade lore. It really is canon Beyblade lore. It really just is one of those situations where like they do quite literally how do I end that? Okay. They do quite literally touch upon concepts that, like, Pokemon has always been too afraid to touch. Like, one of the characters in Digimon Frontier literally just fucking died. Like, the kid was in a hospital bed, and I think when he passed away in the digital world, he passed away, like, in the real world. It was some real weird shit. What about the Metal Series spin-off, like, Bay Wheels and Bay Raiders? Keck, I never watched those. I had already completely outgrown it. And by that point, I was just rewatching OG Beyblade because it was just the better one to me. Thoughts on the most recent Digimon? We'll go in that into a second, because I don't know what necessarily you're referencing.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, this was problematic.
That's fine that we did
this was
that.
definitely
That's normal that we did
yeah, that was
After
definitely
the wolf
problematic.
got pants on, we gonna put a refrigerator on the wolf. We gonna put
They did put a refrigerator. Yeah, they did do that.
And then put a car on the dinosaur. Put a car on it. We putting a car on the. We make it a Chevy-saurus. We make it a Chevy-saurus. I don't want it in the.
Okay, you guys are gonna say some shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did play the deck that does use this card because it was actually a pretty good deck competitively at the time. It had a very powerful gameplay loop of using plug-in options to essentially as a resource loop to basically get to a big Digimon and then essentially make it so your opponent couldn't have any, so you can just swing out next game. It did play this card. I did not play the deck for this card. I played the deck for, specifically, Sakuyamon TCG. I played the deck for, I played the deck for this card, specifically. After the highs of the Metal series, the Burst/X series is so nerfed. Seriously, the card artists are fucking horny. Yeah, no, the card artists are horny, but, we love it. We absolutely love it. I will not sit here and tell you that this isn't anything but peak.
Yeah, the Digimon TCG has fantastic artwork. Absolutely fantastic artwork. Honestly, could not convince me to play any other TCG over this one. I love Digimon TCG artwork. God div for the card. That's crazy.
Show if I can't fuck. Every dinosaur is just gonna turn into some guy. Just some LARPer, some D&D enthusiast. If I can't fuck it, I don't want it in the game. Nah, put egg on them. The clothes are made out of eggs. The clothes are made out of eggs. Okay, what if the digital world was a middle school in Texas? And I know that sounds mean, but what's worse, me saying it or the country doing it?
He makes a very good point. New Chrono... yeah, I did see the new Chronomon card. Chronomon TCG. Yeah, they did make some new, Chronomon cards in the, Digimon TCG. Pretty good stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Piercing, engage, on play. When digivolving, when attacking, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much DP as this Digimon or less. Then by returning 3 cards and trash to the bottom of the deck, recover +1. From trash to the bottom of the deck, that's not bad. You can't deck out. No, that's pretty good. When this Digimon would leave the battle area, by returning your top security card to the bottom of the deck, it doesn't leave. Oh. What does Destroy Mode do? Return the top 5 stacked cards of 3 of your opponent's Digimon to the top of the deck. When your effects add to the deck, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon. So it's a deck that essentially revolves around putting cards back into the deck. That's fascinating. Man, this is cool. Yeah, Digimon really has some really fucking cool attacks. Some really cool artwork for their cards. Wow. That's impressive. Chronomon Destroy Mode is really cool looking, I will say. Chronomon Destroy Mode is really, really cool. Right shift is nearly over. The new Naruto card game looks great. I haven't fully checked it out. I saw that it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you have, like, front cards and back cards. Where, like, you have some in the front, you have some in the back. The Destroy Mode card specifically amazing? I think so, yeah. I feel like it's controlling time, man. Yeah, it's reverting things back into the deck, so then your opponent can redraw them and essentially has the opportunity to, like, recreate. I like that. It's a form of removal that puts the cards your opponent, it puts the cards that you shuffled all the way back on top, so if your opponent can draw, digivolve, draw the next card, digivolve into that, draw the next card, digivolve into that, draw the next card, digivolve into that, so on and so forth. Anyway, I've got to go. Need to get some food and to go work. Alright. I don't really have much else I can really talk about with you guys, unless you guys want to watch something specific, or you guys want to watch me play some Pal World, or you guys want to see me play some Marvel Tokon. I'm still practicing Tokon. I'm still very bad at it, but that's kind of it. I've got nothing else to do for the day. I need to purchase Vegas, but I'll start doing the video editing tomorrow. Let me actually create a post real quick. Okay. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Part 1 of the 5 parts of the 5-part series. Part 1 of Naruto Luffy of the 5-part series I'll be making on Naruto versus Luffy is finally complete. Luffy is finally going to... I have finally finished the voice recording for part 1 of my 5-part series, Naruto versus Luffy. This will include everything up until chapter 100. This will include everything up until chapter 100. I will be starting the editing process tomorrow. However, I can't give you an exact timeline. However, I still cannot give you an exact timeline as to how long it will take, because this is my longest video, clocking in at 3 hours at about 3 hours and 39 to 40 minutes. Thank you all for your patience. My 5-part series on Naruto. Thank you all so much for your patience. Later, Eon. Gotta get ready for work. Have a good one, man. Have a good one, Matsukami. So Warhammer Total War 3 End of Times comes out this September. The trailer is epic. Check it out. I got you right now. I just have to set that up. Warhammer 40K End of Total War 3. 3 trailer. Dawn of War, Total War Warhammer 3. Let's check this out. You guys have any videos you guys want me to check out or anything?
Death is like the winter chill. No door can keep it from us. And summer yet may bloom again, though ice be all upon us.
My child, there is so much to tell you that I have run out of time. The sacrifice I made was not enough. The dark gods still feed on our transgressions. Corruption. Obsession. Deceit. Rage. You must face these demons.
Pretty cool. What the hell did what the hell? Part 2 until the time skip, and then part 3 current Naruto and Luffy. Really? There's a big way to go through that, mostly because of the sheer contracts of how big One Piece is in comparison. Maybe Bounce Man versus Sage Mode Snake Man versus KCM1 Wano. Add me as a mod? No, thank you. Bree and post time skip should be enough. That's the most obvious way. Yeah. The fuck happened here? I sent the right trailer? That wasn't the right trailer? That looked crazy. What the fuck happened here? Did I just lose YouTube chat? Why did I lose all my comments? What the fuck? What happened here? This one smart was right. YouTube did update. Crazy. That's so weird. All the comments just got deleted. Okay, so you sent the right one on Discord. Cool. This is the one.
How can it be possible that you do not know me? I, masterminder of schemes within schemes, the most powerful of Graciers. Witness now my plan traps scatter into place. With rot things, yes. But wait, the right time to cut the throats. While the dead sleep busy, we snuck inside, stole what we needed for the end sleep. When rot things droned and bone things brittle, I tricked you weak man things out of your nest.
I don't think those are beastmen, sir. Prepare to charge. We shall give them a taste of...
Mine. You! Start engine now! Blast smash moon! Quick! You can't stop me now! Not this time!
Great Grumpy's
Warpstone will rain down! The chosen of the horror rat will rise! Shall forget Grace
It is what it is. Well, yeah. What is Twitch from League of Legends yapping about? I don't know. Holy shit, I forgot I wanted to play some Karthus. Thanks, random trailer. Anyway, the rats will try to blow up the moon. That's funny. Splinter ate the wrong pizza, I guess. Bro looks like Smig from Lord of the Rings. That looks funny. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So like a strategy, it's like a real-time strategy battle game or something. What do we have here? Marvel Tokon? Toxic Yu-Gi-Oh! Drama versus... What is this?
There's this idiot on YouTube that made a whole
versus Huge Loser
video just talking shit about me for no reason whatsoever. I didn't even know the guy until apparently I met him.
Okay, I'll watch that later. So yeah, you guys have anything else you guys want to show me, or else I'll probably just switch out and do something else. Van Lathan gave Godfrey a reality check on black actors. Also, I would argue that Thanquol could be a serious threat to Naruto and One Piece. I mean, you have a fucking beam that can blow up the moon. You know? So, It's only about as threatening as whatever that chakra absorption cannon is. Year 1 DLC.
Listen to me. You will do nothing but reduce everyone to ash.
No, I can control it for long enough to do what I have to. I will save mutant kind. The new Age of the Phoenix begins now.
I am not a fan of any of those extra character outfits. Animated chromatic color unlock for all 20 launch characters. That's cool. Also, clocking item will be on Discord to explain why the Zenny Ratman is a world threat. I'm good. I think I'm just gonna head out now because my mom walked in earlier. We had a small talk, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to stay around the entire time. All of this, still no Bloodborne remake, bad timeline. Skaven the rat people eat stones made of solidified warp energy, and the warp is literal hell. What is it? What is good with some of these writers and the bullshit that they make up? I'm not even saying that sounds like bullshit to me, but that just sounds insane. So wait, they eat stones made of solidified warp energy from hell. I got maybe 20-30 minutes, dude. I don't have that much time to really do anything, so which is why I was trying to find something to watch or do in the next 20-30 minutes. I could do some PS5 stuff if you guys want to check out some what the fuck.
Hey, you guys got an ATM? I only got $37 on me.
We've never seen that much money before. You are the richest man in the country.
Richest man in the country? This is a...
Yeah, warp is made of solid warp energy, which comes from hell, more or less. That's insane. This is also insane. Having a white man sit on top... Yeah, alright.
Amazing. You've got the biggest hut in the village and all these servants, and you've only spent $1.50.
Why are we staying?
Because I'm tired of being treated like crap at work. Don't you see what this means to me? I'm somebody here. Hey, Pesci, here's a nickel. Say Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia. Dad, I have had enough of you taking advantage of these people.
I don't have to take that from you. I'm the richest guy in town.
And you're just using it to escape from your problems at home.
Aren't you doing the same thing?
Oh my God, you're right. I guess I just came here because I was afraid of being a freshman.
Freshman?
Freshman! I guess you can't run away from your problems anywhere.
Jack! Start the...
Why am I watching this? I could get the whole stream demonetized for just watching that. Damn. Producing Parker opening credits. I love this show. I definitely loved this show when I saw it. Didn't like the ending though. Mega Man Star Force Tribe opening Kizuna Wave. Juggernaut becomes a missile. Best schematics.
Here are 4 of the best schematic farms in PAL World that will get you the most legendary schematics the fastest. I'm going to start with the ones that require the least amount of game.
Also, I could say that the forces of chaos could ruin Naruto likely. What exactly makes them ruin them?
Progression and setup that you can do early, then move up in complexity. So let's get into it. The first one is oil rigs. Oil rigs are these structures out in the ocean throughout PAL World. At the center will be a locked cage with a chest in it. Hack the cage to summon the attack chopper. Take it down, unlock the cage, and loot the chest for a chance at legendary schematics. Method number 2 is running the bases around Faybreak and getting treasure maps. I'm specifically talking
above, below, to the right, above, below, to the right, above, below, to the right.
About the bases that are out in the water. For the one on the boat, you're going to loot the golden chest at the very bottom.
Also, the moon they blow up, if I remember correctly, is made entirely of warpstone. So wait, if they eat that stuff, then why did they blow up the moon? Why did they blow up the moon then? Wouldn't that be counterproductive towards, the whole idea of eating that stuff, or did they want to blow up the moon to bring some more warpstone back down to them? To help with the demonstration, rip Eon, he never should have watched that Family Guy video. I appreciate it. I hope that the video doesn't get demonetized. I kind of just got stuck because I thought it was funny. I was watching it. I don't know. I thought it was funny. I guess I'll get a message later saying that the stream has been demonetized, and hopefully you guys get your money back. Hopefully it just doesn't go all the way. When the devs get paid extra and decide... Whoa, what the fuck is this? Whoa. Oh, wait, can you guys not see? Oh, wait, no, you guys literally couldn't see what I just saw. It's fine. I'm closing that up. Demonetization, sorry. I'm like few more cool things to hear. I'm listening to all 1K hours of Warhammer 40K lore. Yeah, I heard there's a metric shitload of Warhammer 40K lore, dude. I heard there's like an actual metric shitload of that stuff, dude. Let me see. Projector, output. There we go. So would you guys like to see me get destroyed in Marvel Tokon as I continue to practice, or do you guys want to see some Pal World stuff? Because I just found some areas. Pal World or Tokon for 30 minutes. Pal Marvel. Tokon. Thank you so much for the, by the way, One Man, thank you so much for the 30, seriously. Can we get some W's for One Man, please? Can we please get some W's for One Man? You guys just want to see me get destroyed? That's reasonable. Yo, what is good with my neighbors, bro? They're playing so much long shit, bro. What the fuck? Marvel? Alright. Warhammer 40k magic is crazy strong. Have you seen the most powerful Skaven weapon? I have not. Oh yeah, regarding Naruto, corrupted or mind-controlled, most likely. Warhammer is crazy. So, like, what exactly is dude, I'm closing the door. I'm closing the window. Other people live on this neighborhood, fuckers. God damn, nobody wants to hear your dog shit music. Alright, there we go. Let me just get a bit of practice in, and then I will probably hop into, like, a casual match online. Versus! W the one. Wait, go back. Training. Let me go to training real quick. I wanna still practice this. Sure.
Select your characters.
Load register team.
Get ready. Get ready.
They come up, corrupt, move on, and they're strong as fuck.
Rejoice! We're live from the battle arena. What, you're expecting your usual announcer? Don't worry about them. They just had a little accident. And that's everyone! Let's go, Deadpool Fighters!
In the opposite corner, the leader, Penny Parker. Give it up for Sugoi Spider-Verse! Tensions are on the rise. Who knows what could go down?
Like above human level? No, strong like above demigod level. What is a demigod level exactly? What does demigod level even mean? Okay. So it's this, then. Oh, I almost had it. Oh, I'm generally getting triggered seeing Ghost Rider again. Ghost Rider is fine, dude. You just say you're bad at the game. I don't know. Okay, let me try that again. You know what the problem is? Okay, so just to explain combo string to you guys. In this game, usually a low medium into a medium. Low medium, R1 puts the opponent in a juggle state like they were in just now, and that allows you to perform a cancel jump into then medium triangle, jump, medium triangle jump. Let's try that again. That was incorrect.
The secret of comedy is timing!
You're gonna be a while.
this, 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 this. And then it's double tap this into an assist. Come on, I can get it once. I can get it once.
Hey, I'm here and on the
And then I have to get into it. Anyway, fight stream, gotta go. Yeah, have a good one, man. I'm just trying to remember all my attacks. Okay. It's basically Marvel vs. Capcom combos. It really is. Oh, okay. This is why I say what I mean. Like, I really need to like learn how to like move my fingers. Actually, let me just show you guys.
What are you doing? Start playing, you weirdo.
Let me send you guys a photo.
Show me what you got.
I'm gonna upload this to the Discord so you guys can see it.
This is proper spectating for.
Discord debates with chat. I'll just throw this into here.
Start playing, you weirdo.
Give me 1 second, guys. Let me show you.
If you want an autograph,
This right here is the controller that I'm using. So it's basically it's called a hitbox. So I'm trying to like teach myself how to play using it, so I can only get so much. This is basically what I'm using. It's kind of hard to like. It's kind of hard to like try to teach yourself how to use a brand new controller when you've been using a peripheral like this for so long. But
Start playing, you weirdo.
All right. I'll start playing Deadpool. Relax. By the by, whatever happened to DK, I have to like reset up the entire switch to it back into my room. Ah!
Here comes Deadpool. Free bullets. Hail Mary.
No way. On the defensive.
If I tap triangle twice, that happens. Okay, so it's triangle, circle, triangle,
What
R1,
are
triangle.
you doing? Start playing, you weirdo.
Don't worry.
I suck too, man. I suck too. It's just about trying to like learn the buttons. I keep fucking this up. Alright. I think it's enough of that. Let's, let me... You guys want me to hop onto, like, a casual fight? I could go into a casual match. I think I got stuck. What the fuck? Yeah, the game is just stuck. What the fuck? I only ever played MK and abused Noob Saibot as well as King in Tekken. Yeah, if you're used King in Tekken, you're an absolute fucking scumbag. I absolutely hate King so much. The whole high-low mix-up when it comes to, like, grabs and shit. I hate command grabs so much, dude. I'm not even lurky. I'm front and center. That's crazy. She is front and center. She's also the cutest person in this whole chat. Besides me, of course. Did this shit freeze too? Yo, I cannot play this game if I do not have connection and I only have the LAN cable connected to my PC for streaming.
Marvel.
And I don't think I could actually stream this game like in terms of actual fights. What the fuck then? I'm chopped liver? Well, you're not chopped liver. You could be like top 5 cutest in this room, but I'm definitely. You don't think I'm cuter? No, I can't tell. I literally cannot say anyone here is cuter but than her. I'm legally bound to say that she is cuter than everyone else here.
Select your characters. Get ready.
Oh Jesus.
Get ready.
Dead.
He's flirting with me in public. L self-glazed.
This
should be an interesting match.
So I'm disappointed, Hulky. After Immortal Hulk, I was hoping for a more literary Hulk from now on.
Hulk smash puny literary. Hulk hate books.
Yeah, you'll beat me in Smash Brothers and Speedrunners. Yeah. You'll totally do things that she can't do. Yeah, you'll beat me in Smash and Speedrunners. 100%.
Feel nothing.
Oh shit!
Feel nothing. No use. Come on, go home.
I have to ask my wife, but if she says yes, it's on. Type shit.
You should be embarrassed.
Frontier's best Digimon wrestler trash, especially OG. That is, you are out of your mind. You are actually high off of bath salt.
Here comes Deadpool. World peace is all on me.
Nut punch.
Whenever Deadpool.
Feel nothing.
Trigger happy. 3 bullets. You got it.
I need to up the difficulty on the CPU.
I am the perfect merc. Whenever.
Round 3.
I like that.
Oh shit!
Again. That was fun. No bashing now. You got it. Slice and dice. Don't touch your man.
Nut punch! Uh-oh.
On your right.
Oh shit.
Report.
Excellent. Winner, player 1.
Let me let me go back to character select real quick.
Select your characters.
Load register team.
Get ready. Get ready.
Anime power-up sequence. You know, I'm a shape changer too. You don't want to see what I look like after a week-long chimichanga binge. It ain't pretty. How fascinating.
I can also use my shape-changing abilities on others. For example, changing you into dust.
Loki looks a little zesty in this game, but I kind of like it. I definitely like this design over many of the other ones I've seen. Whoa, whoa. Whoa! I don't know how to deal with this! I don't know how to block!
That was fun.
Okay.
I like that. I know. The
I watched the OG one 2 years ago, and it was utter dookie. Frontiers remain the god for 20 years. Are a little too long, especially Deadpool's. I think it's awesome. Holy shit, he sent me flying. Oh shit, that was a cross-up! Oh shit! Oh shit, I got perfected!
Be proud. You were defeated by a god.
Alright, you bitch.
Hey, let me in, Deadpool. Round 3.
He knows how to convert! Fuck! Alright, I'm just getting sent flying, dude.
That was fun. Again.
I am ready to put on a show. No, bitch, you're not getting a fucking perfect on me. Ah!
I like that.
One does not cross.
Oh, I'm dead. Holy shit! I think beating them once was a
How
fluke.
does it feel to be trapped in my plans?
Oh, he pressed the button first.
That was fun.
Oh, but I jumped. Oh no, I was holding down. Dude, I just can't do anything. What the fuck? Oh. I wasn't holding back. I wasn't holding down back. Holy shit. I got absolutely fucking eviscerated. I got fucking eviscerated, dude.
Brace yourself. Round 1.
Loki kind of nice with it. That's what I'm saying. Loki's looking kind of cool. Oh my god. All right, time for bitch strats. Let's go. That's one. Did the game just have a seizure? I think so too.
All according to plan, Spider. Let's keep it up.
Anytime, Loki. Round 2.
On your right. Let's go, Penny. On your left. Incredible.
Okay. Oh no. No.
You cannot underestimate Spider.
Round 3.
No!
Victory amuses you.
Holy
but
shit.
I am also a god of strength and power, and you have ceased to amuse me. Be gone!
I pressed the wrong button, dude. Fuck me.
Already.
Round 4.
Ugh. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Focus, focus. Ah! No!
Report! Understood! Look out!
No! Ah! The CPU is schmoving. The CPU is 100%
How does
schmoving.
it feel to be trapped in
But it's
my-
alright, I got the secret sauce. I got the secret sauce right here. You guys are ready for this. You guys are not ready for this. Come on. No, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Ah! He's juggling me! It's my turn! Let's go! What do you have against King mains? Be honest, bro. A friend of ours, Michael and I's, one of our best friends, Casey, he plays King. He can play King at a competitive level. That's not fun. It is not fun to fight King. It is. If you are on the opposite end of fighting King,
What kind of crazy bullshit did I get caught up in?
Winner, player 1.
yeah, our friend Casey is just too good at King. I've yet to see Casey lose to a single one of our other friends in that game.
Brace yourself.
It's fucking insane, dude.
Round 1.
Ah, I almost had it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Is dope in my opinion? No. Yeah. Sure, I'm sure it's totally dope for a fucking King main. Whoa! Bro spacing is crazy. Oh my. Yo! Can I get a second, bro? I'm getting Spider-Man right now. Fuck you. Ah! Fuck. That's fine.
Life has a certain comedy. Like now.
Whenever. Deadpool.
Round 2. Fight.
I like that.
Ah! So you're playing Tokon? Yeah, but I can't really play online because my Ethernet cord is technically stuck. Ah! My Ethernet cord is technically on my PC right now. I can't stream from my PlayStation. I can't stream from my PC and stream from my
Kneeling before a
and
god
play online at the same time.
would be
It's just not possible for me right now. I need like 2 separate Ethernet cords.
3.
Hail Mary!
Fuck it.
Hey, puppy! Enter the Deadpoolverse! The secret of comedy is timing! What will do?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, enough!
Again! That was me!
Nut punch! What are they called? Loki the God of Mischief now? Yeah. No way! Yo! What was that fucking range? Yo, he crossed me up. There's no way. Loki has an on-ground cross-up? That's so dumb. I can still do this. No! Fuck! Alright, you bitch. Alright, you bitch-ass god. No, run that back, run that back, run that back. I've still got like 2 minutes. I can beat your ass in 2 minutes. I mean, he uses a sword, knife, and his staff, yeah? Wait, no, I pressed the button! No way, dude, no way, I threw! Fuck!
Life has a certain...
We got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. Oh no. No, I should have jumped. Because I get I put my body into the game when I fucking play it. You never got excited and feel like you're in the fight? I feel like I'm actually taking damage here, bro. You never watch Yu-Gi-Oh? When your life points go down, you... No! That didn't even hit me, bro. That didn't even hit me. Alright, alright, alright. I can make a comeback. I can make a comeback, chat. No worries.
Incredible. Incredible. Don't go smash! Understood. Allow me.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay.
That was fun.
Ah!
Never
The AI doesn't do it for me. The AI does it for me because I'm not good at this game and I just got 3-0'd. Fucking hell.
Winner.
Yo, the AI level 5 is fucking insane, dude.
Round 1.
Oh, come on. Dude, that's not fair! I didn't even get a chance to press the button, man! Oh, come on, dude. So Loki has a cross-up, mix-up, setup, might be top 2. I don't know yet, but I've heard that Loki's kind of good. I'm not sure if I've seen any actual like tier lists, but I think that he looks pretty crazy. What? He could just make a clone of himself? All right. I just bounced off the ground. What do you mean I just bounced off the ground?
Think yourself a holy fool, but Jester, I don't find you very.
He has a second life and more health. That's so stupid.
It's hilarious.
Perfect.
Yo, I'm gonna crash out.
Whenever. Deadpool.
Nah.
Hail Mary. Hey, puppy. Enter the Deadpoolverse. The secret of comedy is timing. This one will do. I like that.
Oh, come on. No, come on! Ah! Fuck! A game stream, or is this a break from the script? I finished up the script, I just have to start actually working, but I have to purchase my, I have to purchase the editing software again since I haven't gotten it in a while.
Brace yourself. Round one.
Okay. His buttons are just straight up faster than mine, man! What the fuck? Is he just at, like, frame advantage or some shit?
Life has a certain comedy, like now.
Yeah, I don't have time left for any more matches. I have to win this one and that's it.
You're no fun. Here I go. No
It's called... It's what's... Yes, you're mashing in a block string. Yeah, I know I'm mashing! You know how hard it is to fucking press normal buttons when you don't know how to fucking fully use a hitbox? Ah! He grabbed! Fuck me! Oh, the fucking cross-up, dude. Alright. Oh, I wasted all my meter. Fuck.
The screen's getting crowded. Did that do it? To be continued.
Yo! Yo! Relax! Alright, alright, we get it! We get it! Oh, shit!
The power of Jotunheim.
I hope Loki gets cancer. I hope this video game character gets cancer. Holy shit.
Brace yourself.
This guy is doing strings, that's what I'm saying! Bro, come on! Can I get a turn? Can I get a turn, CPU? Alright. Fucking hell, man. You're using a hitbox? Yes. I posted a picture I did on the Discord debates with the stuff chat. I put it in Gen chat. I wanted to play a fighting game with a hitbox. I thought it would help me get better, and then I spent $300 on a hitbox at one point, and yeah, I have to make my money's worth. Oh, I let go, I let go, I let go. Fuck. I think my problem is I'm not being aggressive enough. I'm letting the computer do whatever the fuck it wants. I gotta not be afraid. Alright, eat a dick. Ugh. Yeah, just use string buttons. Yo, come on, man. Alright. Yo, come on! Can I get a turn in? Fuck! Alright, that's the last game I can play. Oh wait, no, I still have one more. Okay.
Round 3.
Let's go! How's this? Fancy uppercut! Whoa! Who just tried to DC? Rage quitting is the ultimate fighting game sin. Hold that pose. You must be relieved they can't include too much more. To the split! That was fun. This will take a lot of it. Again. Again.
Oh, come on, man. By the time I see it, it's, I let go. I let go. I should have kept blocking. I should have kept blocking. I should have kept blocking. Whatever. Jump him? I tried, man. I tried. I am so ass at this game, dude. I am so ass at fighting games, dude. I will continue to practice on my own time. Hopefully, eventually, I can actually know how to... eventually, I can build up the muscle memory to actually play the standard string buttons of down, medium, heavy, jumping, medium, heavy, assist, and then bread and... Yeah, I might eventually be able to do that, but I can't do that now. I'm not good enough. Thanks, you guys, so much for joining up. I think that's enough streaming for today for me. I gotta go take care of something. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you guys all in the next one, alright?